Launched in 2022, this controversial and purposely vapid universe filled with Pop-Tart deep characters.
Hey brother, saw your video and first I want to thank you. You correctly classified it as trade. I appreciate you getting that right. You've got viewers who value what you do and I wish you nothing but the best. And you've made it clear through some pretty witty words that you're not a fan of our work. That's completely your right.
It's gonna have to be a different man.
Consider it a criticism of your criticism. I felt it largely lousy, pathetic, people that go into things acting in bad faith. Well, he's just inflammatory. This is just who this guy is. He's a dickhead. Buster Baxter looking ass nigga. Oh, how could you respond to me like you don't know how to take criticism? Oh, it's just my honest criticism. You are a hoe ass nigga. All these pissy broke, talentless fucking comic book pros. It's gonna be fun moonwalking on a dead ass career. I'm moonwalking on a dead careers, and I'm not one of those guys that like to look the other way. No. I'm gonna rub the shit in your face. But there's no reciprocity there. You know what I mean? So for certain individuals, I don't need him. I've been in the game for 50 years. The way that I'm talked about by certain crack smokers on the internet, he's threatening me. Threaten you with what? The fact that people ain't pulling up, I don't understand that. I'm giving y'all where I'm at, not hiding behind a fucking microphone and a camera. Like, I'm giving you where I'm at. Let's hash it out. Let's talk about it. Let's be men. Let's do confrontation. And I got more on you, but I'm built. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no fucking, like, you see what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually built. I'm built for this shit, right? I'm built like a goddamn brick. Called a hoe ass nigga. Wife's boyfriend left your bitch ass and took the kids, said he shared custody. We know what the fuck that mean. Tyrone raising them damn kids. Divorced, fat, and out of shape, right, and white. All I'm saying is you in no position to be acting like you give so much about fucking the women. Your bitch ass couldn't even stay with yours. Shut the fuck up talking to me. Get the fuck out of my face.
So to you and to anyone else who's skeptical of the Rippaverse, I still value your input. You are free to your criticism and your analysis. And to everybody watching, we hope you'll consider picking up a book wherever you get your books.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Seeing things, sleeping in
isn't it?
Welcome back to 5XLFM, where the Frog King reigns supreme.
Hello, everybody. It's me, the Man Skyver. Welcome to the show, TRASHCAST. Love. Yeah, okay. How's that? Is that a little better? What is up, everybody? Oh, I love it, man. I love fucking, what the hell, man? I love Paul Di'Anno, Iron Maiden. Those first two albums rule. Great to be with you guys. Got my nice giant-sized smart water. This is hydration for people with brains. You know what I mean? I don't want dumb water. And we're going to have to start here because I've got so many videos up here to watch today. So many. Battery water, says Woden. It's battery water? I hope it's not battery water. Please hit the thumbs up. Yeah, absolutely. Hello, hello, hello. Smart water isn't working, says Job the Cuck. Well, drink more of it then. Oh, you mean for me? How dare you, sir? How dare you? Hey, Ethan, I heard you started this gangsta shit. Yeah, I did, and this is the motherfucking thanks I get. Doesn't seem right. Hey now, hello, hello. Oh, all you guys are so beautiful. Anthol City is foul here. Wonderful. I drink Canadian water. Says Monkey. Do you guys pronounce it water? You don't pronounce it water in Canada, do you? Smart water is when you drink from the tap instead of paying $3 for it. Touche, Ben Hall. Yeah, we got a lot to do tonight. It should be interesting. Let me see. Let's start off with something right away. Like, why play around? Should we do this? Should we do this? No, I want to do this first. I'm gonna start reading your comments because you guys, you watch the streams, you leave comments. I think it's good that, like, we go through them together and we look at what you guys thought of the last video that we did, the last live stream, because everybody cares about you guys. Like, everybody cares what you think. Why is you roboting? Says Cool Breeze. Am I roboting right now, guys? Let me know. OGEVS, Eric July in July. It's Eric July. Oh, you see Eric's talking about video games again, says fan art exhibit. Oh no, he needs more money. I don't leave comments, says Anonymous. Well, you should start. Let's read the comments from people who do, and thanks, you guys liked the last video. Sturgis going to the cafe dressed like this. This is ERICHETTE. Says, Sturgis going to the cafe dressed like that should be a reminder to all nerds that it's totally okay to like this stuff, but at a certain age, you should keep all that to yourself and friends who are interested in the hobby. It just looks sad when older men and women dress and act like a child. This is in reference to Sturgis's Japanese excursion. I gotta say, like, I was telling Andrea in the car today, for some reason I brought up Sturgis going to Japan. I got a lot of people who are, like, hating on Sturgis for going to Japan and saying, where did you get that money from? Your mom? What did your mom pay for the trip? Man, that's not how Sturgis got the money to go to Japan. I'm, like, kind of proud of him for this. Sturgis got the money for Japan from the casino. He went to the casino, and oh my gosh, let me see. This is his Twitter. Went to the casino and he played Spooky Links, which is a slot machine. And evidently, I think he copies me. I think Sturgis watches me and he goes, casino? That sounds great. Maybe I should go to the casino and play some slot machines. But he was playing $40 spins. He put $1,000 into, like, I can't tell which one it is, Momo Mummy or Go Go Ghost. He posted a photograph of it, but I don't know where I can find it here. Let me see if I can, because it's so funny. It looks just like the kind of pictures that I post for John Malin. Let me see. I like Sturgis pointing at things like fake. Oh, here it is. Look at this. He won nearly $21,000 on, I can't tell, the gems here. I think this is Momo Mummy here with the torches. It is. It's Momo Mummy, the Egyptian symbols there. He won $28,000. I mean, $20,800. Look at Sturgis holding the fucking bands. 20 bands for Sturgis. Now, the thing about this is, I was telling Andrew, I was like, listen, I've won. I don't think I've ever won $21,000. The most I've ever won at the casino was $20,000, but it was on blackjack, you know. And I've won $10,000 on some slots. $20,000. What do you do when you're Sturgis? Corinthi says, I don't care for Sturgis. I don't either. I don't like that guy. But look, this is almost a smile. Like, look at his face. He's almost smiling. The only way you can get Sturgis to smile ordinarily is like when someone is in pain that he hates. Like, he smiles like this dark, evil kind of smile, like a rat creature, you know, when somebody that he doesn't like is suffering or loses or something. He's like a sadist. He's a weird, dumb sadist. He'd be a good torturer in the Middle Ages. But winning $20,000, what do you do with it when you're Sturgis? Now, a lot of people would say put it in the bank. You know what I mean? He could have spent it all. He could have given it all to Eric July. But he didn't give it to Eric July. What did he do with it? He took his boyfriend to Japan. And I just want to salute him for that. I think that is the greatest use of that money. You get a windfall like that, and you take your boyfriend to Japan on a vacation. Why? Because how else are you ever going to go in your life if you're Sturgis? You know what I mean? Like, how else are you ever going to get to go? You dream of going to Japan. You dream of interacting with all this weird kind of creepy, lolly, weird, funky Pokemon shit. You dream of going to those stores and cuddling waifu pillows and all that nonsense. That's what you want to do, but you're never going to get there because you're Sturgis. But then you go to the casino and you win $20,800 on Momo Mummy. And you get this windfall. By the way, putting $1,000 in the machine and spinning $40 spins, and he's lucky he got it. Like, what did the picture show here? Hold on a second. Go back one. Yeah, look at that. Like, he's spinning 40 on $2 denom, this guy watches a lot of gambling videos. This is sharp. Like, really, the only way to win on these slots is to absolutely super bet. You bet the highest denom. $40 on a $2 denom is probably the lowest bet that you can make on that denomination. But just spinning $40, you put $1,000 in there. 40 divided by 1,000. How many spins is that? I mean, that's like maybe 25 spins. So you get 25 shots at hitting a bonus. But if you do hit the bonus, this is what happens on a $40 spin. And he was only down to $630, so he'd only had a few spins, and he hit it. So I gotta say, not hating at all. Making fun of Sturgis in Japan was an absolute joy and a pleasure. Like, he is retarded. It's 25 spins, right? I mean, you'll hit some things along the way. You'll hit some line pays and stuff that'll maybe add a few spins to that. But, if you don't hit anything, you get 25 spins, which could be enough. These Spooky Links games are pretty generous, really. Jose M says, Cosmic Book News X-Post got struck because of a Lanterns leak. Hal killed off in first episode. Did that get struck? I have it here. Is it no longer there? I have it here. Am I going to get struck for showing it? Let me refresh this. Hold on real quick here. Share this tab instead. Refresh. It's still here. It's still here. Yeah, he didn't get struck. Somebody else did. He's reporting on somebody else who got struck for leaking this, which could be Tigers beat your Phillies 10-2 going to some. I saw that, man. You know what it is? It's all fucking bullpen pitching. You get some dummy in there, like in the 7th inning to start pitching. First of all, if Aaron Nola is starting for the Phillies, here's a tip. Aaron Nola is the most overrated pitcher in the world. If Aaron Nola is pitching for the Phillies and you want to be Sturgis, you want to go to Japan, bet everything you have against the Phillies because they're going to lose. And the odds could be pretty good. Like, they could be in your favor because people still think Aaron Nola can pitch. And he can't pitch at all. He loses every game. He's out there sweating and being angry with himself. He's totally flustered. So I saw Aaron Nola out there throwing, and I was like, we lose. We're going to lose this game. And then fortunately, our offense did its best. We were 2-2, and then we brought in another, the bullpen. Aaron Nola crapped out, bullpen pitcher. Starts walking people, hitting people with pitches, giving up hits, giving up a home run. It's enough. I mean, it's all about bullpen pitching, and, our bullpen sucked. Absolutely sucked. Hold on a second. Is this TRASHCAST or baseball talk, says Fatty 420. It's whatever you guys send me, Job of the Cuck says, this better be good. Adam at Alta Hell, thanks for $2. Says, hi, Comicsgate. Moonbase1 became a YouTube channel member. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate the new members. Tommy Review says, another TRASHCAST. It's like Christmas. I'm on a good schedule right now. I'm drawing some very interesting things. And, around 7 o'clock, I start putting together my thumbnail for my video, talking to your boy Zach, and seeing what he thinks of everything. And it's good. Here's Clipiverse Riley. If Rippaverse was still relevant, Sturgis would have put all that money into it. That is a great point. Thank you, VS, for your Japan trip, Sturgis. 100% true. If it did seem like Rippaverse still mattered, there's no possible way. Sturgis would have invested all $20,000 into Eric July's shit. Eric would have gotten that money. So, hooray. I'm happy for him. There's people who are hating on Sturgis for going to Japan. He got a windfall, and he could have put it in the bank, or he could have blown it on Eric July shit. Instead, he went, I've always wanted to go to Japan. That is the best way to spend that money. I'm going to go to Japan. I'm going to be a great, big, gigantic, walking American toddler embarrassment to my nation and my gender. And he did it, man. That's what, don't hate. I'm saying don't hate on Sturgis for that. Make him a king, says Fatty420. I would if I could. I think he made himself a king. Richard Lindahl 1 says, what does woke mean to people like Eric at this point? Yeah, we're going to watch his video. I got so much going on. Yeah, Eric put out a video about this. Let me get through the news here, and then we're gonna, we're gonna get into these videos, and we'll get through it because that's what we do. I got a lot, man. I got a lot of news today. Just everybody settle in. And not only that, I've also got a couple of Liam Gray videos. If you want to see some Liam Gray, get a little update on this guy. We might do that tonight. Lanterns leak. Hal Jordan killed off in episode 1. Manhunters are the villains. Yeah, this is a supposed leak about the Lantern show. The fallout has escalated. A fan's meme about the leak was hit with a DMCA takedown, and fans are calling it confirmation that Hal Jordan dies. Full story here on Cosmic Book News, same platform. A new Lanterns plot leak claims Kyle Chandler's Hal Jordan is killed off at the end of the very first episode, and that the Manhunters are the threat the Green Lanterns are hunting, which is exactly where we said this show was heading months ago. Wow, it's really amazing. Yeah, first of all, they say only one guy can have the ring, and then you see Hal Jordan deliberately being a jerk to the faggot Aaron Pierre, Jon Stewart. And it does seem like something that they would do, to just kind of be like, let's kill Hal, and then we'll make John the Lantern, and everybody will cheer. The white guy, the crusty old white guy who was being insulting and racist, he's dead now. Jon Stewart, he is the new Green Lantern. And they're saying this is 2 timelines. It takes place in 2016 and 2026. I think that is correct. I think that's true only because in the trailer, they show a little glimpse of Guy Gardner showing up and looking through the jail cell. So it is true that, like, although they're just 13% of the population, they commit 85% of the crime. Doesn't matter if you've got a Green Lantern ring. You're going to wind up in jail eventually. So Guy Gardner gets, the ring, gets John's ring in 2026, and he's visiting John in prison, I guess, which makes sense. So you've got Hal and John meeting 2016, and then 2026, Guy is the current James Gunn universe Green Lantern. I mean, I don't know, man. The Manhunters are the most boring Green Lantern villains. Not happy about that. They're just robots. You know what I mean? They're just robots. Who cares? I'd much rather see monsters and aliens and things like that. We'll see how this goes. But killing Hal in the first episode of the show, it's not that I'm like sad that you're killing Hal because he's the best Green Lantern. I'm more kind of like, hey, he's the actor I was watching the show for. Kyle Chandler was great in Friday Night Lights, one of my favorite shows about a football coach, high school football coach in Texas, where high school football is everything. And it was a great show, absolutely great show. By the way, some of the cast members of that show are completely based. They were big fans of Green Lantern when I was drawing it, and they came over and introduced themselves. It was really nice. Friday Night Lights guys, So I'm sad that Kyle Chandler, if he's not going to be on the show, I'm going to be less interested in watching it. I'm so shocked by James Gunn's DCU. Not really, says Zebra Comics. Thank you, I appreciate that. Let me see. McReady, RJ Helicopter Pilot says, wow, it's almost like I said this months ago. You're welcome. It's almost like a certain tribe has subverted and essentially conquered our civilization, and now they've turned us into the baddies. The Lenni Lenape tribe? What tribe? Cherokee Nation? Yeah, I don't know, man. Let me see. Well, he's white, so you just got duped again, says Spike Manis. James Gunn is 100% a PDF file, says Detective John McLean. Well, I mean, say it loud. I'm white and I'm evil, says 10 letters. Well, I mean, I'd like to think that Guy Gardner was visiting Chud the Builder in prison. That would be good if you could actually cut to Guy Gardner. He's coming up to the jail bars, and it's like Chud the Builder in there. And Guy's like, we'll get you out, buddy. We'll get you out. Lindelof said, Green is stupid, so they named the show Lanterns. Yeah, I don't think he meant it like that. Honestly, let's keep things straight. let's keep things in line here. What do you mean you don't know? Says White Guy McGee. About what? Like, what do you mean? What are you referring to? Who cares? All right, so this is, you want my reaction to this. My reaction is like, okay. Yeah, this is going to be woke. I mean, it just is. It's not going to be, I don't think it's terribly woke. Maybe it is. Hold on a second. Let me examine this situation. We got Aaron Pierre, who is a faggot. There's been news stories. I've already confirmed that, by the way. That was already in the news. I got in real trouble for that, too. I mean, it's on my IMDb page now. Actually, it's on Aaron Pierre's IMDb page. Like, it's not on mine, it's on his. That's crazy. That's crazy that, like, a Green Lantern artist calls Lantern star Aaron Pierre a faggot in trailer review on his IMDb page. Let me refresh this. Why does it look like this? At one point, Ethan Van Sciver was one of them. He calls him a faggot. This was all over Facebook. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. All right, so, yeah, but what does Ethan know? Where's his credibility? Well, at one point, Ethan Van Sciver was one of the most prolific artists working in the comic book media, garnering acclaim for his work on the likes of, specifically Green Lantern. You don't have to mention Batman, Superman, or the X-Men titles, although that's true, too. And also Flash. But you don't have to say the likes of Green Lantern. Say, one of the most important Green Lantern artists, and then, say it to his face when it's just like this. One of the most important Green Lantern artists of the 21st century, and I am. If there are, how many Green Lantern artists are there that are of importance in the year 2000 moving to today, 2026? I am in the top 5. Eric July is in like number 74,950 on Amazon. I'm in the top 5 most important Green Lantern artists of the 21st century. I think I'm close to number 1. Of all time. Of all time, I'm top 20, at least. Of all time, I'm top 10, I would say. But I might be the number 1 most important Green Lantern artist. See, just put it like that. The most important Green Lantern artist of the 21st century called Lantern star Aaron Pierre a faggot. Trailer review. They were so mad about this on Facebook. They're like, he is evil. Ethan is fucking evil. He is the worst. Oh my God. There are 20, so Gendo, 3S, 2K. 20 Green Lantern artists? There are hundreds. Next article, Ethan laughs while using gay slurs. I can't help it. That is the funniest, like, you don't understand, guys. That is the funniest article to be on his IMDb page. That is hilarious. Over the years, however, Van Sciver's opinions and vitriolic rants, you think I have vitriol in my rants? I'm laughing. I'm just having a good time. I wasn't angry when I called him a faggot. I was just like watching him go, yes, everybody, I'm sitting here on the set of Lanterns, where I will be playing a fellow by the name of John Stewart. But like, he's had a little bit of a posh British accent. It was funny. It was hilarious. I wasn't like, God, fucking faggot. I wasn't like that at all. I was like, look at this face. Oh my God. But it led to a massive decline in my popularity. I know. It really has. And he's once again, how much more massive of a decline in your popularity can you have than being canceled and blacklisted? But I've once again stirred up controversy online. So no matter what happens, no matter where I go, I was kidding. Well, I was kidding. I was just joking, guys. It was just jokes. Time to bring back heat, I think. Oh, Hal's Emerald Advancement Team. And wow, this is my 7-year anniversary. Witness me. Thank you, Thor Odinson. My most loyal of attack dogs. Thank you. Paul Schmidt says, here's 10 to say it again. Yeah, Aaron Pierre is a faggot. I think so. And then some people showed me pictures of him with like an impossibly gorgeous light-skinned black woman. I said, that's a beard. Like, that is clearly a beard. Like, there's no possible way he's laying pipe, like, with that woman. Can you imagine? Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah. You got vitriol on my rants. Your rants got on my vitriol. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I thought that was funny. Now I might be glad. Like, at first I was like, oh no, what if this show's really good? And I said that, you know. Now I'm kind of glad that I said it. Laser Pants, look at him. Damn, only 81 months. I feel like a loser now. 81 months, man. If there were 9 months in a year, you'd be 9 years. It's amazing. Doug 209 goes, with those pretty eyes? Yeah, he's got like bright green eyes, which is real strange for a black guy. But I love the quote there about Nathan Fillion. Yeah, I said something. I said Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner was a humiliation and a disgrace. That made the news too. But people say I'm irrelevant, and I don't care. Like, I'm not out here looking for relevance. I'm not out here chasing clout. I'm exactly as famous as I want to be. I don't want to be any more famous than this. Yeah, I don't care. For real. But I mean, I got people saying like Ethan's irrelevant, his popular, but I mean, I just jokingly on TRASHCAST say that like, Guy Gardner in Superman, like his, the pictures they posted of Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner were obviously part of a humiliation ritual. And a disgrace, like an absolute disgrace. And I just said it just like this. I think a lot of people were saying things like that on Twitter and on other forms of social media. A lot of people were saying that. It wasn't just me. I mean, I did. I said that. But Brian Lawrence is a new member. Thank you so much for joining. Somehow, I'm the only one. Like, I get blamed. There's an article about me. Why? Who cares? Who cares what I think about anything? The only thing that you should worry about, the only person who should worry what I think is Eric July. And the only thing he should worry about what I think of is Rippaverse. That's it. That bowl cut was humiliating, says Spike in Madness. When the internet first saw it, the internet laughed. That's all I can say. And I was among them. I'm part of the internet. I'm a creature of the internet. They're making an example, says Alpha Channel. Yeah, they're using me to warn everybody. Do not call Aaron LaPierre a faggot. Do not. You can if you want to. You don't have to, but you could. Mustang Trainer, wow, look at this. Hail CG, PayPal for posters, tongue grabbers is coming. That's $100. That is $100. I just realized that. Oh my God. That is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Wow, man. Mustang Trainer. I'm just too excited about that Easter egg. The future of Frog is huge. This era of storytelling is why I grind 60, 90 hours per week fixing Walmart entry doors to fund my shop. People still love good comics. Hell yeah. $100. That's gigantic. It's a red boy. Thank you. Yeah, Brighton will take care of you. Just let me know. Don't let the cat out of the bag, EVS. You're finally relevant again. Yeah, there was a little bit of an Easter egg. I don't know what Mustang Trainer is talking about in particular. But, I mean, if you go to my Twitter... If you were to go to my Twitter, and all it says is Rumblebee. All it says is Rumblebee. What the hell? We're doing stuff. Get ready. Du hast. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate the huge super chat and the, we got a lot of stuff going on that people don't know about. That's always good. It's always good to have that. Damn it all to hell says, woo. What else is going on here? Hold on a second. We got Brian Lawrence as a new member. Did we do that? We did do that. Okay, Brian Lawrence, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. All of you guys who are joining and becoming new members, new channel members, appreciate you so much. We got a lot going on here. A lot of great stuff coming up. Liam is exactly like a sovereign citizen, said Doranus. They think that the law is just you repeating some magic words. His email. Now, you guys remember this. By the way, I wasn't sure I was going to reveal this, but I did end up revealing Liam's handwritten, like, kind of legal warning to me, saying heads up. Like, I'm starting to think that, like, the fact that the entire internet is talking about me is you're doing, like, you're puppeteering it. It isn't me at all. Oh my God! Again, damn, dude. Unbelievable. We got a $20 super chat from Michael Kingswood. Wow, I appreciate you, my friend. This is just awesome. Let's take a minute to celebrate these gigantic super chats. Yeah!
None of you niggas are Chuck Dixon.
None of you. Michael Kingswood, thank you for $20. He says, regarding Eric July and Amazon, I'm a nobody. I'm not Chuck Dixon. I released a sci-fi novel after a successful Kickstarter and initially sold 37 copies on Amazon for a rank of 35K. Eric July is not a nobody. It's embarrassing that I beat him. Yeah, people can't believe it. That, I'm saying to these ripitards, I'm saying, listen, they're like, he sold tons of copies on Amazon. What do you think? He only had 15 on Amazon? I think there are more than 15 that are available, certainly, should people be purchasing them. But you have to understand, like, his ranking of 75,000. 590 or something like that. I can't remember. You have to watch the John Malin video, right? He repeats the number over and over again. That tells you he sold 15 copies on Amazon. And yeah, that's all it takes. By the way, if you sell another copy, you're going to jump. Like, if you sell one more copy, you're going to go from 75,000 to 60,000. You're racing up the charts. Because that's how it is. It's really, really grim when you're in the dregs of the ranking system of Amazon. So, Michael Kingswood, congratulations. 35,000, not bad for what you're saying. You're not Chuck Dixon. You're not a nobody. Chuck Dixon is Chuck Dixon. You know what I mean? Like, he is that N-word that is Chuck Dixon. And Alpha Core 3, 70, that's it, 75,000. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Surely there are more sales than that. 74,954, Ben Hall says. That's the exact number. I mean, that is absolutely crazy. I am Chuck Dixon, says Captain Comics. You're not Chuck Dixon. None of you are. John needs to make a 750,000th place trophy. That would be hilarious. Yeah, so thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Appreciate it. So back to Liam. He's acting exactly like a sovereign citizen. They think that the law is just you repeating some magic words. His email reads exactly like that. He clearly thinks that if he sends you this legal jargon, it makes you legally liable. normally act like their legal incantations can be used to get themselves out of trouble, but clearly Liam is trying to use this wizardry to curse you. Well, I mean, here's the thing about it. I'm not even going to play games with it. Like, everybody's like, why did you even respond to Liam? Why did you give him a legal response? I just had AI write him one, because Liam is under the impression that, like, again, that I'm orchestrating this, that I care, that everybody makes him feel bad. Like, the opposite of that. I did say that he should feel bad. If he had a conscience, he should feel bad, but I'm not going to impose bad feelings on him. He should feel bad because he has a soul and realizes that he has done some evil things. But I think Liam's a narcissist. I think he is an honest-to-God narcissist. I think people think I'm a narcissist. I talk about this a lot. I'm not. I'm just an egotist. I actually do care about people. I'm not looking for a narcissistic high anywhere. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just an egotist. I think I'm great. I think I'm better than other people. That is true. I think that's a true allegation that you could make of me. Not better than you guys, but better than other people. And you guys, by the way, I think you're better than other people too. Most of you, except for the haters in the chat that are hate watching. But Liam is a narcissist. And he does think that, like, I'm behind the scenes pulling the strings, and he wants to get me on the record to sort of entrap me by having me say something that's going to turn out to not be true. But it is true that I'm not doing anything. So, but I mean, I did say I will be continuing to review your bullshit and commenting on it. It's part of my job. People say, why do you do this? Like, why would you spend time doing live streams? It's part of my job. Part of my job to live stream. I do like it as well. Ethan is my friend, says Captain Comics. Yeah, I'll be your friend. JD Kirby, the Dark Overlord, says, I hate watch you, Evan. See, the fact that you call me Evan makes me think maybe that's true. Maybe, because it's so hateful. If you need somebody to blame for being late on your projects, you can always blame Kyle Ritterhouse. We'll forgive him for anything. He can do no wrong. Yeah, I will blame Kyle. Let me see. Ron Martin 1375 said, you can't beat the internet. That's a quote from me. 100% correct. It's not just other streamers. These tech companies are backed by billions of dollars and an army of mods all too happy on removing content. Fighting amongst each other over who says what is kind of pointless. In fact, it's helping the tech oligarchs point and laugh or brush it off. Thanks for the campaign updates. We did do that. I had to go through all of the campaign updates and admit that, like, yeah, there's some of them that I've just hit pause on. And they're like, well, what's the word on this or that? I'm like, I'm not paying attention to that right now. These are the campaigns that, we're working on putting out, and then we'll circle back to those. And that was embarrassing. But at least it's like, let's just be honest about it. A couple of them that I put pause on, and it's like Rainbow the Brute, Cyberfrog 3, the prequels, the books, mostly the comic books are the ones that I'm working on right now. We'll get those out, and then we'll move on. We'll get the other ones out. Literally got toothache from listening to the vibrations of his jibber jabber. Ouch, man. He's quivering like a gutted fish. Damn, man. SwineDog712 said, when Ethan talks about his books, I get a Stan Lee vibe, a guy who is enthusiastic about the creative element of what he's describing. Eric, on the other hand, gives me the feeling of being stuck in a department meeting, yes, with a manager who's in love with the sound of his own voice, droning on endlessly about business deals that only he should be concerned with. And that's what his entire channel has become at this point. Just him. Thank you guys for all these comments, by the way. I do read all your comments. As you can see, I hit like on the ones that I think are good. I ignore the ones that suck. Like, you'll see this one says, Clip It is kind of a douche. And I just ignored it until now. Now I hit like on that. I don't understand why it is I should care about what it is the terms of EJ's deal with Hachette is. Says Anchor 17. I don't know. I think you should kind of care in a way, because Eric has gone back on everything that he said he believed. And this is Eric with his new video. Are people actually tired of wokeness? And I'm tired of Eric talking about wokeness. Gibber says, but you didn't like mine. I probably did like it. I just didn't hit like on it, That's the only thing. Read this, chubby, and it's a middle finger. No, it's not a middle finger. When are you going to tell us why you fired CHRISSIE MAYR? Oh, I will. Do you want me to do that next? I'll do that now. I didn't fire CHRISSIE MAYR. I mean, I kind of did. I fired her from an acquaintanceship association in any way. I don't like CHRISSIE. I don't think she's funny. And she's kind of like, CHRISSIE MAYR is somebody who, I think she's like dishonest. I don't like that either, where it's just like, the reason why she got in trouble was she brought Melanie Mack on her show at a time when Melanie Mack was under extreme scrutiny for working for and standing by the quartering during his cancellation spree. I don't like the quartering. I don't like any of the people involved in this whole thing. I got in trouble for actually defending the quartering in a way. Whereas, people said, why is the quartering mad? He has no reason to be mad at Kino Casino. And I said, he does. They said that there's a big Jewish guy who's fucking his wife. And if that isn't true, the quartering has a Jewish friend who is a bull in some weird sex commune, and he's cucking Jeremy's wife, and cucking meaning Jeremy knows about it and probably sits in a cuck chair. Probably sits in a cuck, what are they called now? What are those things called that you drive around in a Walmart? Mobilization device? Jeremy has like mobility issues now. I didn't know that. I tuned into a little bit of Jeremy and found out that he's like, his knees are shot. He weighs 450 pounds. Mobility device. Let me see. Tony 7073. Thank you for 1776. Wow. If Heather had a lantern ring, what color would it be? It would be blue. It would be blue. Yeah, he's and thank you for that. Thank you for the yellow super chat. But anyway, yeah, he's like he can't walk anymore, something like that. That's really gross, man. Some of the stuff, a rascal, hover round. Hover round. Yeah, a rascal or a hover round. No, not a Segway. You have to stand up for those. You have to stand up on a Segway. But you can't do that. Anyway, Melanie Mack stood by him in all this. And kind of said, yeah, like, I like him. He's always been nice to me. What does that have to do with anything? He's striking channels. Like, I mean, if Shane Davis started striking channels, I would have to say Shane is being a fucking asshole. He needs to stop striking channels, period. You just have to say that. It doesn't matter if he's your best friend. You don't sit there and go, he's always been nice to me. Yeah, but he's striking down people's channels. And it doesn't matter if you like the people. I don't like Kino Casino. I think most of Jeremy's enemies in this case are people that I don't really like. But even still, no. And then, by the way, they make content about me sometimes. Some of these guys, no, you got to leave their channels alone, asshole. They're allowed to do that. Those are the rules of YouTube. We're running into that a little bit with Liam Gray. Liam doesn't understand it either. Once you get a taste for the power of striking down somebody's channel, I guess it's addictive. These guys just quartering and Liam, they just love it. Anyway, Melanie Mack appeared on CHRISSIE. CHRISSIE MAYR invited her to come on to her show when she was right in the middle of the maelstrom going on around herself and the quartering regarding striking channels and taking channels down, channel removals, channel takedowns. And CHRISSIE MAYR claimed that the reason why she had Melanie Mack on her show was, we're going to talk about Christ. We're going to talk about Christianity. I've just converted to Catholicism. And so I want to talk to her about her faith in Jesus. No, I don't believe that for a second. I think probably what you were doing there was you wanted to hold her up to your audience to abuse for super chats. It's like, oh, and then you'd have plausible deniability. Like, I don't know why everybody's being so mean to you. I'm so sorry. This is $100 super chat from Mustang Trainer. You know what I mean? Hey, Melanie Mack, you're a bitch. Oh my God, that's terrible. Thank you for the $100. She's not a bitch though, guys. She's not a bitch. So CHRISSIE MAYR, fundamentally dishonest. And then she was on Yellow Flash's show And Yellow Flash, these guys have a meme now about me where they think I wear adult diapers. And I don't wear adult diapers. I had to look for adult diapers for my daughter, so it is in my algorithm. But it's an okay joke. But CHRISSIE MAYR was laughing really hard at that joke. And I went to CHRISSIE. I said, CHRISSIE, listen, even you, like, et tu, CHRISSIE, you're laughing at that? Like, it was about my daughter. And she's just like, what are you crying for with your incontinence issues? And I went, all right, well, I'll pay you back for this as soon as I can. And by the way, that is the true kind of thing where it's just sort of like, laugh today, cry tomorrow. Because it's like, as soon as, when something like that happens, like, and you'll see, like, Jeremy the Quartering had the same kind of thing happen where he sat there and made videos saying that, like, Jeremy Griggs and Nerdrotics channels were dying. And I mean, there's not really anything that you can do except kind of go, when I have a chance, and my chance will come, I will put my foot on your head and I will grind your face into the gravel. And that's what Jeremy Griggs and Geeks and Gamers and that crew have been doing to Jeremy Hambly ever since. I do feel like it's kind of like, part of this is they're spurring it on just a little bit. They're encouraging this with the Jeremy Hambly. They want Jeremy Hambly gone. They want him off the fucking internet. They're not stopping. It's great. Same kind of thing with CHRISSIE MAYR. I just kind of went, in that moment I went, like, when I have a chance, I'll remember this. And CHRISSIE MAYR reached out to me at one point and kind of said, I just want to say, I see you out there. I want you to know, like, I appreciate that you're on my side. I was like, I'm not on your fucking side, bitch. Like, as soon as I can, trust me, I will also put my foot on your head. As soon as I can. As soon as I have that possibility. Now, ordinarily, I'm a man of forgiveness, and I let a lot of things go. But sometimes I go, I'm going to make a note of that. That was especially kind of uncool. Wait, it's just a dumb joke. Yeah, it's not that. It was it's where the joke happened. It was on Yellow Flash's Flashcast, and it was her. She was the only one laughing. And I just kind of went, yeah, there's something there. There's just something there. All right, so anyway, here is Cecil, who I think is CHRISSIE MAYR's kind of last friend at this point. And I will say this about Cecil. He's very loyal. Like, I admire him for, spite of everything that's going on. Like, Cecil just brings her on and he talks directly about all of this stuff. I think that's good of him that he, let's get this Dirty Jersey. By the way, shout out to Dirty Jersey.
I think maybe even Dirty
Rat.
Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey.
Does this mean he wears a dirty t-shirt, or like, does he live in New Jersey? What does it mean? Like, Dirty Jersey could mean one of two things. It could mean you're wearing like a sports team shirt and it hasn't been washed in a while, or you could live in New Jersey. Don't know. I wonder.
There's any super chat for you.
By the way, this is the Jack show now. I see Cecil. I don't see Anna. Is this Zia? And I see CHRISSIE MAYR. Man, that's the Jack show these days. Okay.
Red Eye Bill Schultz. What happened to TV's Andy Levy? Yeah, Bill. Have you spoke to Bill Schultz? Bill Schultz.
Not in a while. He came into my studio and did a nightmare show a couple months ago with
He's doing like tours. He's like a tour guide in New York City, right?
Yeah, I would love to take one of his tours.
Not a single question about the oranges or anything like that. No one wanted to know if the oranges are
We're over it. This is 2 months ago, Russell.
What's orange?
My whole stupid Melanie Mac drama.
Oh, that's over.
Yeah,
that's
people are on to a new thing to hate.
It takes like a week.
It's over
tops.
now.
If anything hangs around for a week longer, I'm like, was it longer than that?
It was 6 weeks of a very intensive.
I thought it had longer legs than that, though. I thought it would still be going on.
Very long legs, followed by my firing from F&T. Very
Did
long.
they really?
Very successful. They
Is that
did.
official?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Is it
Let's
officially
hear it.
fired?
It's official.
Wow.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. They won. The mob won. Yay! Congrats, you guys. You guys did it.
I still
Guys,
don't fully understand.
mob, give yourself a round
And
of
you know
applause.
what? What
A lot of times the mob doesn't get recognition.
Now, if someone else on F&T does something the mob doesn't like, guess what? Now a precedent has been set, and
Oh, shit.
Who can be?
Well, I mean, yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I'm starting to get it. Like, the further I get away from my own cancellation, you know, you're like, I don't blame DC Comics as much for firing me or letting me go, because it's not their responsibility to make sure that, like, you know, I'm being treated fairly by the quote-unquote mob. Like, by being a Trump supporter, by being a conservative and all that stuff, I attracted a lot of negative attention. They're attacking me and bringing negative attention to me also kind of shone on a light on DC Comics that they really just didn't need. So I can't really blame them for just being like, you got to go. Okay? It's a matter of business. We can't be like, you know, kind of coping with what you're going through. I mean, it's kind of your problem. Friday Night Tights, the same thing in a way. It's kind of like, I mean, it's not nice. You would hope that a company, but they're a company, you know what I mean? Like, you'd hope they'd stand by you after 20 years, but they're just a company. They're just like, hey, you know, we're here to make money. You're a distraction right now, and maybe it's your fault, maybe it's not your fault, but you got to go. Same thing with CHRISSIE MAYR. Like, Nerdrotic is just sitting there trying to put on a stupid show where he pretends to care about culture war. And, you know, if all the questions coming in are about CHRISSIE MAYR and calling her names all the time and forcing everybody else on the screen to sort of stick up for CHRISSIE at the cost of whatever, because you have to. If you're a man on the screen with CHRISSIE MAYR and, like, the bullying gets overwhelming, like, I think you do have to, because she's one of you, you do kind of have to say something, and then suddenly now you're in the limelight. You might not even like CHRISSIE, and it turns out none of those guys did like CHRISSIE. You know, it's like when CHRISSIE leaves, suddenly they're all like, thank God, thank God she's gone. So, I get it. Like, I understand why it's like the mob won. Yeah, the mob won, but, like, you know, you brought that attention onto yourself when you had so much to lose, and, you kind of forced, Gary to have to let you go. You didn't have to bring Melanie Mack on your show. You were only doing it to torture her. See, that's the thing. You're only doing that to torture Melanie Mack anyway. You didn't have to do that, and that's what caused her downfall.
He ousted.
CHRISSIE, I just want to say it was very magnanimous of you to give the mob its recognition and be like, hey, you know what?
Yeah, one for the mob.
Well done. Like, you got
well done, mob.
Yeah.
They really worked hard. Overtime, like countless downvoting.
She was their access to Anthony Cumia. Yeah, and look what that got them. They got who did they get through Anthony Cumia? They got Gavin McInnes came on their pulled out his dick and peed all over he pulled out his dick on camera during their live stream. They were so proud of themselves. They had Gavin McInnes. Gavin was thoroughly sickened by all of them. And he's like, oh my God, guys, I gotta pee. And he pulled his dick out on camera and peed right all over his table. And yeah, that's so good. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for access to Anthony Cumia's world, CHRISSIE. That's just wonderful. And again, that was nuts, man. That was so funny. I like Gavin. I think Gavin's hilarious. But, like, you know, Gavin's doing his own thing. Like, I would not bring him on my innocent little show. I wouldn't bring him on the... You know, I mean, it's like... like, TRASHCAST is like Disney for kids compared to, you know, what Gavin does over there. I wouldn't bring him over here. That was absolutely amazing. I laughed so hard. Did they end the stream? Like, what did they do over that? Zeno says, gross. Gavin hates nerds. Yeah, I think it was more just they wanted to associate with him, you know. James 13055 for $10 says Friday Night Tights were likely just waiting to get rid of her long before now. She has always been fairly feminist and grifted off conservative talking points. Now she's pulling a Nola and grifting off Christianity. Oh my God. Isn't she Jewish or something? Like, look at her. Hold on a second. Thor Odinson says, I don't give a fuck about Chrissy. She's a lying sleazebag damseling for pity. But Gary's a spineless weasel for not having the guts to call her to fire her. Oh, I didn't even know that. So is she going to talk about how she got fired here? Oh, hold on a second. Ethan, did you know Doug TenNapel is in an Angel Don called Makers? An Angel documentary, you mean? By Angel Studios? I didn't know that, but I think that's good for him. I don't hate Doug TenNapel. Doug TenNapel has gone away. I have no problem with Doug. I wish him well. Ethan, DC fired you for politics. No excuses, Urashima Ataro. No, the comic book industry blacklisted me for politics. DC Comics fired me for being a distraction, for allowing myself to get blacklisted. I thought about this and looked at this 100 different ways, trying to make peace with it and trying to come to terms with what I was responsible for in my own blacklisting. I'm not the type of guy who wants to sit there and just, play victim my whole life. I'm a man. I'm a full-grown man. Some of it I was responsible for. A lot of it I wasn't. Who am I blaming? Am I blaming DC? If I were DC and I had somebody who was working for me, a big company where hundreds of artists worked, and there was a mob, he'd attracted the attention of a mob calling him a white supremacist, and for all they know, I am a white supremacist. But anyway, there are articles being written about it. It's too much. It's too much for a company to deal with. We get DC Legal involved and everything. I'm not even their employee. I'm just somebody who, was hired by them. So, I get it. Like, I know who I blame and who isn't responsible. Whereas I think Gary, kind of the same way, like Gary's got his business and he's like, I'm here to make money. I'm not here to make friends. Like the Friday Night Tights guys, we talked about this earlier. The fantasy is the illusion of buddies. The reason why those guys, these people who look a lot like, Zippy the Pinhead, as your boy Zach says, watch The Fellowship and watch Friday Night Tights and Geeks and Gamers, is this buddy fantasy. I wish I was friends with those guys. They look like they're having so much fun, and they're a bunch of guys who are friends. There are a couple of girls in there too, that they even have girls in there that are their buddies, and they're such good buddies. I want to be buddies with them. That's the fantasy that Gary is trying to preserve. He's not friends with those people, not really, not authentically. Ultimately, he cares about the business. And Chrissy was a distraction from that. And she's not even that funny. Ethan, DC knew you were blacklisted for politics, says Urashima Ataro. Yes, I know that. They told me that. It isn't even about you. It was a retarded move, says Urashima. I'm getting over it. I gotta move on. Stop saying buddies, says Headless Bourgeoisie. No, I mean buddies in the kind of sense of buddy comedy. You know what I mean? G.I. Joe was a buddy fantasy about having buddies. I said buddies 3-4 more times. All right, let me get back to this. Hold on. We got Chrissy spilling the beans about Gary.
Many DMs, many emails to the people of FNT. Yeah, they did a great job.
Well, you earned it. Thank you. Well, we love you here on this little channel and always will. Always, Chrissy's always been good to me. And I'll always be good to Chrissy.
I'll probably do another video where I go into more detail, and I don't know.
That would be great. I would love to hear it. Go into more detail. This is one of those things where I don't really care. I don't like Chrissy. I don't like those guys. So yeah, go ahead. You guys shit on each other. David L says, is there a new Sturgis in Japan video? Those were hilarious. I hope he tried. Thanks for the TRASHCAST, Steve. Yes. There is another one, yeah. I don't know if you want to watch it, but we could definitely watch Sturgis again. Let me see. Urashima Ataro says, someone put Gary's face on the My Buddy doll. As a meme? Okay, I got it. All right. Yeah, it's more like, it's not so much Gary that you want to be friends with. You want to be friends with like Drunk 3PO and like the Geeks and Gamers guys, Jeremy Griggs. You know, those guys are like, wow, they're so cool. They do car videos. They get to go on White House tours and stuff. Like those guys are happening at parties. Is CHRISSIE facial worthy, says Lord Timon's Comics. Can you define what you mean by that, please? I wouldn't want to get that one wrong. I wouldn't want to assume you mean something other than what I think you mean. Okay.
Figuring out how much I want to talk about it and like share about.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna cry, stay on.
So let's say for some reason you put Anna in a timeout from the Jack Show, right? Like she does something you don't like. And
you understand my threshold?
Oh my
God. Wow.
Sorry.
I think you'd have to drown her baby for me to even mention. That's
all right.
My threshold is really high.
Say that you do something Anna doesn't like, and Anna puts you in a timeout, right? You're in a timeout for like 2 months.
I'm fine with that.
Would you expect Anna to call you to like let you out of the timeout?
Who's that voice?
We're taking all the levity away from the situation.
I don't think either one of us
really can't handle not having the spotlight.
Sorry.
Is that Russell Hall, who was like, you guys are saying that's Russell Hall? Is that Russell? Why is he not on screen? Is he on screen? That black guy's not Russell Hall. He's just, his voice is there. He needs to hush.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Either one of us would ever dare to try to cancel.
You really can't handle sharing focus for a minute. So let's say Cecil, one of you is fine. You're in the timeout. Anna puts you in a timeout. Okay. Would you then think it's your job to contact her about letting you out of the timeout, or do you think it's her job to let you know about putting you out of the timeout because she put you in there?
Well, she should let me. Look, if she ever put me in timeout, I would go tell her to go fuck herself, and that would be the end of that.
Please don't start. I'm dreading Russell Hall. Please don't start laughing again or making any noise. Russell, if you're watching, I know Russell watches my show sometimes too. Hey man, it's not the Russell Hall show. You can't laugh like a gibbon like you do when you're at home watching the show. When you're actually on the air, could you be quiet, please? God, you're like really noisy, and you're amplified above everybody else, and you're just laughing, and things aren't funny. There's nothing funny about what they're asking. They're saying if Anna, you had a problem, would you tell Anna? Or would you wait for Anna to tell you? And Russell's laughing like, Cool Breeze says this is why fans shouldn't be on stream. Russell's an annoying twat. Now he's an okay guy, but like he doesn't know. This is why it's like it takes a little while to understand the rhythm of live streaming. And there's some stuff, we had a couple of kings who also would just laugh really loud. You don't even need to laugh hardly at all when you're actually on the show. We're trying to make the audience laugh, not each other laugh. Although, if you can make Shane Davis piss his pants laughing, then that's funny over a joke that you tell. But again, Shane and John, they know how to be on the air. That's weird.
That would be pretty much it.
I would tell her to do that, but on camera.
Yeah, no. And if I ever attempted to put her in timeout, she would tell me to go fuck myself, and that would be that,
Yeah, but you would actually do it, though.
I would go fuck myself?
Probably. I mean, what else?
All right, the point is, I got put in a timeout, and then
Shane laughs at dumb
shit. I finally reached out to Gary to be like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on? Like, when were you ever gonna call me to tell me what the deal was?" He was like, "Oh, like the idea was like that I should have reached out sooner." But it's like, what? Like, you put me in the timeout. It's like if you fire somebody, or if you're an athlete put on like administrative leave or whatever from your job, it's not up to the person in the timeout.
Right, the person he's the boss, basically. It's his show.
The boss is the one that's supposed to reach out and let you know the deal.
Agree.
Yeah, that's
he doesn't want confrontation.
Because otherwise, what are you how are you supposed to know?
Yeah.
Anything.
Also, you were kind of a standout on that show, to be honest.
Well, like,
No, she wasn't, Russell.
It's
Look, we don't want to drag this back up, but Ethan Van Sciver said something a long time ago, and we all know why it started a feud, but we also kind of knew that it was a little bit true.
I couldn't understand what Russell just said.
I don't know what he
kind of
said.
tuned out.
The chat probably remembers, but the point is, you were actually.
It's so weird. Like, again, when I'm listening to anything, you understand. This is my experience on YouTube. Like, I'll be sitting there, walking around the house. Like, I'll go up, I'll bring an iPad, and I'll go and I'll kind of start cooking something upstairs in the kitchen, and I'm watching any other video by any other person, any live stream that's Comicsgate related, and within 2 minutes I hear my own name. Why is my name being spoken on this show? It's like I'm just like, I'm watching and suddenly I'm a part of it. And by the way, none of these people are going to be like, yeah, what Ethan said about Friday Night Tights guys being zeros, really true. Like, they're not going to say that. Ethan's always cooking. You better believe it. Human very well. Let me cook right now.
Really funny. I kind of feel like that's what the show needs, because it's otherwise just.
Well, it's interesting because, like, I mean, the fans would say it's changed for, like, they kind of stopped having a lot of different guests, and at a certain point it just became the same 5, 6, 7 guests, and
it has been.
You stopped taking risks. Like, at one point I was told to stop making as many like racial jokes, like when I was getting ready to do a question or something, and I was like, wow, okay.
Not allowed to make racial jokes.
Oh, wait, is that the Eric July bug coming in?
No, it was like
it might be a little bit.
It was one of the characters I had done, one of the impressions, and like I was.
Chrissy's getting uncomfortable. Russell's making Chrissy uncomfortable. Russell's coming way too hard at her from a TRASHCAST perspective. By the way, I changed my mind. Shout out Russell Hall. This is great. He's sitting there going, you had to stop saying racist shit because of Eric July, right? And Chrissy's like, no, that's not it. That wasn't it. Oh, it's because of Eric July and, you can't say racist stuff because that would make them uncomfortable around Eric July. No. Base Russell.
Told him, like, tone down.
Oh.
See, the thing is,
tone down the bigotry.
Premise of the movement of these guys, and I know these guys, I don't have a problem with anybody, but is that we were the anti-cancel culture guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, we were, the whole reason for this whole thing was the cancel culture on the left. This was the sounding board for, and then.
Yeah, I mean, it really is kind of a question that Cecil's asking here, where you kind of go, well, is Batman anti-gun or is he anti-crime? And some people would say Batman is anti-gun. He's anti-gun. He just hates guns. But that's not really what Batman's about. Batman is anti-crime. So, it's like, is Comicsgate, are we, as this movement, are we anti-cancel culture, or are we just like anti-woke, shithead, progressive leftists ruining everything? And see, cancel culture is just the weapon they use. It's just the gun that they hold. But me, I don't know. I'm against cancel culture when utilized by leftists to accomplish their progressive goals. But listen, if some bitch starts teaching kids in school about trans shit, I want to cancel her. I want her life ruined. I do. Some pervert, some piece of shit leftist progressive tries to get into the school system and starts to get our kids, I want her canceled. So, the fucking trans piece of crap that was making fun of Charlie Kirk, I couldn't wait to get her fired, cancel him, fired. All that stuff. See, cancel culture is just a weapon. It depends on whose hand it's in. It's just a war. It's like, well, we're against guns. I mean, I'm against guns being aimed at innocent people. Am I against guns being aimed at criminals? No. So I would say that's what cancel culture is. It's like we're supposed to be against cancel culture. Yeah, but On the other hand, I'm really against the quartering taking down people's channels. I'm against that. And I'm against people being like, no, it's okay that he's taking down people's channels. I'm against that too. So I'm against that. I'm against, what's her name? And then we got CHRISSIE here, who basically just tried to exploit the situation for her own financial gain while pretending to be like, oblivious to it, which was complete bullshit, dishonesty. Same type of person who steals Christmas presents at a company party and then lies about it later. Same type of person. What exactly are we against? We're just we're supportive broadly of progressives in comics. Kind of perverting the culture, like we'd be against canceling them or not? Yes or no? Crime and punishment. My whole thing is I didn't deserve to be canceled. I stand for good things. I stand for Americanism. I stand for American values. MAGA, make America great again. Pushing back against the left, being one of the only voices in mainstream comics that is speaking for people who are sane and rational, people who want America to get back to its roots, and people who voted for Donald Trump in the 2016 election. And I got canceled for that. That's wrong. I shouldn't have been canceled for that. But, then again, if I were sitting there teaching kids about anal sex in the 5th grade, or in kindergarten, which is, teaching kids to put condoms on cucumbers in 2nd grade, I don't know, I'd deserve to be canceled at that point, I think. This ain't it, CG, says Enrique Cabrera. Yeah, so that's where I stand on it. To me, it's like, okay, are we against the cause or the weapons, that get used in the cause? I'm not against the weapons per se. I'm against the weapons in the wrong hands. But I'm against progressivism. I'm against leftism. I stand astride the filthy sewer tide of woke invading our society, the perversion, the inversion of good American values by people who want to destroy American values. And I say, stop, or I'll cancel you if I can. That's what I stand for. All right, hold on a second here. Let me see. We've got a couple of super chats, or at least one anyway. Thank you so much, Ben Hall. They told CHRISSIE no more race jokes. Bro, Gary had Quarter Black Garrett on a live stream in full Al Jolson blackface makeup. The hypocrisy is boundless. Yeah, didn't they all do that? They all got in blackface. Gary had some kind of blackface joke too. Like, blackface isn't funny, man. It's not funny to do that. It's like, what's funny about, like to me, like, making fun of the appearance of black people, like how they look, it's not really the most sophisticated style of race humor. That's just it's pretty fucking lowbrow.
And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, we're doing that too. We're
jelly.
Like, CHRISSIE's been canceled already.
We need to do more of it.
CHRISSIE's been canceled for being, a January 6er, for being on the right, for being an anti-COVID vaxxer, anti-vaxxer. Like,
Cry me a river, Wokey.
10 times over. And the reason you guys reached out to her is because of that, that was like the whole thing.
Racist like, expert Ethan Van Skyrim. Like, the tasteful racist.
Maybe you should tone down this racism. Maybe you should, and maybe you're too spicy for this show now, or whatever. I don't know what the.
All right, now is it like, okay? Hold on a second. Low hanging fruit, says Jam on the go. Racist. I know. I think my race humor is tasteful. It's sophisticated. Blackface should be mandatory in February. No, it should not. There's no reason to do that. And we do have people who are people of color, POCs, that are in this crew, that are in our group, who are supportive of us. And we don't want to offend them over things that they can't control or help. Like making fun of somebody's like immutable characteristics to me isn't funny. You can't make fun of my nose because I can't do anything about it. You can make fun of my fat tummy if you want to. You can make fun of Frog Tony's rotting teeth. That's his fault. Like his teeth are rotten because of his own actions. But you can't make fun of somebody's black skin because there's nothing they can do about it. It's like even if they wanted to. You just called them a pox. And I said people of color. I did not call them a pox. Isn't Sturgis the stand-in for a Zippy the Pinhead? I always assume that's who Zach refers to when he uses it to compare Rippaverse consumers Lamau, says Ozam. He's actually talking about when he mentions Zippy the Pinhead, he thinks Jeremy Griggs looks like Zippy the Pinhead. And he's actually shown me proof before. He thinks Jeremy Griggs looks like Zippy the Pinhead. And I said he doesn't look like, and then he showed me a circus picture, and of this guy with some kind of skull deformity, and it did look exactly like Jeremy Griggs, and I went, holy shit. Hold on a second. Ethan, by your logic, we can make fun of black skin. They have products that can. That's not the same. I mean, I could get a nose job too, but you don't want to do that. You were born this way. It's okay to be born this way. All right.
Fuck it is, but
my logic holds up.
It's like now you're just doing the same shit that you were fighting against, really.
Like you can't make fun of Stimulated Cynic for being a midget. You can't, like, it's not his fault that he's a midget. You know what I mean? See, that's why I watch those two guys fight. I watch Frog Tony fight with like Stimulated Cynic, and they're calling him a dwarf and stuff. And I think he is. I just got a new so like I don't know what goes on with these guys. Their doxing skills are insane. I just got like a new photograph, like of Stimulated Cynic, and like a full body shot of him with a regular sized person. He's a dwarf. He's an actual dwarf. I don't know. I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna say I don't know where this came from, but just heads up, this is getting circulated by your enemies. He can't help that. So to me, like going after him about that is bullying. But Frog Tony, like he has 3 teeth in his head. You know what I mean? He's got 3 teeth in his head. That's because that says something. It says something about his lifestyle that is repulsive. So I mean, you can make fun of him for that. I think he's actually a dwarf, says Fago. Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, unless this picture's fake. Yeah, he is. I'm not going to show it either. Somebody sent it to me, like, here you go, man. I'm like, I don't hate this guy. I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to sit there and show pictures of him and try to humiliate him. First of all, if people knew he was a dwarf and he was actually on cam, he'd be more popular than ever. I don't know why you would want to hide the most cool thing about you. Dwarves are like, little people are beloved. You know what I mean? Yeah, you giggle about them and stuff, but you actually love little people. When you're like, oh, I'm friends with a dwarf. It's like it's fine. Like, it's something you shouldn't be ashamed of it. Certainly. Like Warwick Davis. Ethan hates dwarves. No, I like them. I like dwarves. Maybe he's an elf. No, elves aren't. That's a whole scene from The Office. What's a pixie then? No, a dwarf is a person who has like stubby arms and legs, but the rest of them is kind of in proportion, I think. What's an elf? An elf is a mythological creature with pointy ears, sometimes very, very small, other times full size, like in Lord of the Rings. Is he a Papa Smirk? Yeah, kind of, yeah. Halfling. Alcoholics lose their teeth from drinking too much, says Monkey Jeebus. See, that could be a thing. I don't know. But when I hear those guys fighting, like, he's like, you have rotten teeth. And, like, the response is, oh, yeah, well, you're a dwarf. I'm like, well, he can't help that. Like, it doesn't say anything bad about him to say he's a dwarf. Like, saying that, like, your teeth are rotten, that is something that you could do something about. So he wins. All right, anyway.
I can't stand.
Yeah,
silver
it's just a bad precedent to set to let the mob dictate who gets moved from the show.
Ethan's mentally a dwarf.
Well,
yeah, I have a dwarf-sized brain.
Ultimately, it's business.
Ultimately, it's business.
If he's the Gary's making fucking big money. It's a business. It's an industry at this point. And if he's gonna have anybody risking it, it might be. You know what I mean? He might have been looking to cut you loose long ago, and this was an excuse.
But then do that. But then do it long ago when you're thinking of it. Don't
or
do
just
it.
or just do it and say that's the reason why. But you know what I mean? He used this as did she strike a channel? No. Did she endorse striking it? No. She had
Hold
somebody
on. Again, we have more logic problems here. Ethan, your logic is all screwed up. You say your nose is off limits. Actually, I don't say that. Okay, you can make fun of my nose. I don't care. I'm just saying that I can't do anything about it. Your nose is off limits because of surgery, but Frog Tony's teeth are fine. Those would require surgery to fix. No. Oh my God, Urashimataru. My logic is sound. My nose was born this way. My nose, I can't. I could change it with surgery, but it doesn't require fixing because it's not broken. It just is the way that it is. If I were embarrassed of it, which I'm not, I might go get a nose job. But then I've seen, by the way, the reason why I don't is my little brother, not Noah, but I have another brother who is a middle brother who looks exactly like me right now, but with a regular nose. And he don't look better than me. I look at him and I go, so that's the best it could get. You know what I mean? That's the best. It's okay. I'll stick with I won't go under the knife. I'm not going to become Michael Jackson. So my nose is the way it is. It's natural. Something I can really do about it that doesn't require surgery. Frog Tony's teeth, he was born with his teeth. Over time, his bad habits, his lifestyle, his poor choices, his irresponsibility led to his teeth falling out. It's not the teeth that you're making fun of. It's the fact that his teeth are in the condition that they're in because of who Tony is and how he behaves. They're a symptom of what's wrong with him, how he's a rotten person. Okay, yeah, he could fix them with surgery. But fixing them, it is actually a fix. You could fix them. But it is actually a fix to do that because you'd be repairing them back to the state where they should be if it wasn't for your own irresponsibility. All-time failed takes for me just because he wants to avoid being a hypocrite. Lol, says Crusader Joe. I'm telling you, I am 100% right. And you guys, if you don't see that, they got little hands, says Crusader Joe. Who does? Dwarves do. Pigs don't need it because they don't know how. It says, Liam News, please, and stop ignoring Cecil and send the link. Where's Cecil? Is Cecil here? I didn't even know Cecil was here. Your nose could definitely use some improvement, EVS. Crusader Joe says, and little eyes. Little people, short people, and they walk around. Hold on a second here. Catching up with you guys. Telling great big lies, Crusader Joe. Why are you guys talking about Cecil? Is he in the chat? Van Skyver's Cyberfrog versus the Cavity Creep, says Salty Traveling Sea. I don't see Cecil. Cecil was here, yes. Did he want the link? Crusader Joe says they got little noses. I've been here, says JD Kirby. Catching up with you guys. Crusader Joe says, and tiny little teeth. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is true right here. Desert Pirates says, so you're perfect in every way, EBS. Yeah, I know. I'm not worried about it, is what I'm saying. I'm not worried about something like my nose. It comes from one of my ancestors. It's fine.
Who worked for somebody who did. I'm like, how many fucking degrees of separation can we get here? It's like, really going to... But I think the thing is, if you were doing stuff that was too racy for them and he was kind of iffy about it, he was looking for a reason, and that was it.
On the other hand, you could have showed a little more skin, to be honest.
Wear platform shoes.
Yeah, it's a problem that I'm breastfeeding too much, but not enough on camera, I guess.
Exactly. Yes.
But it's business. Like it's It's a fucking.
Get out the oranges.
But he should just have the guts enough to say, like, to me, I'd be like, it would be a better thing instead of using this as some bullshit. Like, you didn't fucking strike anybody's channel or fucking endorse striking a channel or any, and they use that as like, no. But they were probably looking to get rid of you from fucking other reasons, and they jumped on the opportunity. In my opinion, I could be wrong.
Yeah, that and that legitimately seems odd to me. I mean, I can understand keeping you on hiatus, but just dropping you.
I'm gonna need to watch a video on this because I am still
It's a
super
lot.
fucking
Like, and there's so many videos with like just full of
Sure,
lies.
people got that should go.
Because the people who have the most, like the people who have the most money to make off of this are the ones that are like pushing the lies and like going with the most dramatic, for narrative of it.
You
So
should have known, Chrissy. Like, okay, like
Cecil
I think
simping
the
for
thing
Chrissy
was,
is gross as time
quartering
reviews.
was
I agree.
not giving them the reaction they wanted, so they just went after softer targets that would hurt.
Whatever happened to the
Quartering is totally giving them the reaction that they want. I mean, I'm not even really paying attention to this. Like, the quartering is semi-interesting to me. Like, if there's absolutely nothing else on Twitter, there's a guy who is making content. His name is Luther Morgan. And he's making really good content chasing down the quartering's lies about his coffee business. And by the way, his coffee business is 100% just like the Rippaverse. And the way he lies about his coffee business, 100% just like the same way Eric July lies about Rippaverse. It is fantastic. They probably Eric should have just been selling coffee all along, because these guys who are selling coffee from, what's it called? Midtown Coffee or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but Salt Lake City Coffee, drop shipping company, blank label, like white label, put your label on it and we'll ship it for you. Quartering just made up these elaborate lies where this company, he's like, I bought my own coffee company. Like these incredible fucking lies. Like, I am importing and roasting my own beans. I've hired my own slaves to harvest the coffee beans. And meanwhile, he's just putting labels. It's his own label on these kind of white label, this dropship coffee company. And it's such bullshit. And he's like, my coffee's going to be in Walmart and all this. Anyway, he denies all of this. And this guy, Luther Morgan, has made video after video pursuing the truth. And I will watch those if there's nothing else on, because it is fun. He catches the quartering in these lies. And the quartering is really sloppy with all of his information. His downfall is that he's sharing his screen all the time, and he accidentally shares. And he does it all the time. He shares his tastes in pornography, which are dire and creepy. He has shared the fact that despite his protestations, he did in fact report for takedown something to YouTube. We're not specifically sure what it was in that instance, but he was sharing his taskbar and immediately came up thank you for your report to YouTube. And it's I don't report anybody to YouTube. So he got called out on that. And this guy's just quartering's yeah, we don't drop ship. I have a company that ships. Well, quartering is sharing his screen talking about how successful it's been. Every time people make fun of him for his company dying, he's like, what? Well, thank you so much for bringing it up, because we just had our most successful week ever. Same fucking thing that Eric kind of does. Well, he was sharing some of the labels for some reason. I don't know why he did this, but some of the labels just to say, look at all the orders I got. And Luther Morgan just kind of went, okay, screenshot. He looked at all the addresses they were coming from. They were coming from a drop shipping company. They were coming from Amazon.com and stuff. And it's it's very funny. Quartering is toiling in the fields, harvesting coffee. Why would you do that? Why would you be I'm going to own a coffee company because of this? So weird, man. I deeply despise this dim, talentless grifter hag, says Salty Traveling Sea. I mean, at least Zia is sitting there. I mean, she's got most of her clothes on now, but at least she's in a bikini, bending over and stuff most of the time. Bad Adam 12 says Cecil just wants to stay in favor with Chrissy, so he keeps getting invited to Ho House. You know, that thing that practicing Catholics like Chrissy do. Chrissy hangs out with a lot of porno stars, which is one of the reasons why Chrissy would invite me to things, and I'd say, I can't. She'd be like, hey, listen, I'm going to be in New Jersey. I'm having a party in, in Atlantic City with so-and-so. You want to come? You should come. And I'd be like, no. I'm not going to come because I see, like, what you do at your parties with Cecil. You put Cecil in a position on camera where he was told he needed to lick the anus of a porno star on camera. And fortunately, he didn't do it, but, like, yeah, I mean, I still think about that. I'm going to come. I still think about that. I still think about poor Cecil sitting there and being put in a position where it's like, do you want to lick her butthole? And she was bent over and Cecil was like, nah, it's okay. Cecil is here. Where's Cecil? Is he around? I'm trying to look for him. Yeah, I don't want to come to a party. I don't want to be put in a position where, like, I'm hanging out with porno stars. I think that would be embarrassing for Andrea and stuff. It's not my crowd. Slower crowd. Was it a dude porno star? Portal. No, it was a girl. I don't know which one it was, but it was a girl. All right, hold on. Let's get back to this.
Quartering too. I knew it had something to do with him.
He streamed today, I think.
Oh,
he's still going, and he's going to.
He said no. Fortunately, proud of him.
He played it the best that he possibly could. If I'm honest, I think he did about as. It was a fucked up situation, but he handled it.
Well, he hasn't really lost followers or anything really because of it.
You got to be kidding me! You don't think that the quartering? You think the quartering has handled this well? You think the quartering hasn't lost followers or anything? Like, the quartering's on the verge of quitting, from what I can see. He looks terrible. He looks absolutely terrible. Ethan prefers Twinkie lesbian, says Tim Archer. Why would you say that, Timothy Archer? Timothy Archer? Why would you say that? That's not true. All right, here we go.
Oh, wait.
Just weather the storm, face it out.
Punished for something that he did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I saw a bunch of shit on Twitter about it, but I was like, deep in my own brain prison hell, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And I, like, sort of tried to look at it for a minute, and then I was so confused. I was
like, you would have to, like, live your whole life online to even beginning to, like, and not that there's anything wrong with people who do that. Like, that was me before I had a baby. I was way more online, but, like, it's so stupid, and I get frustrated because there are so many lies out there being pushed about, like, what happened and why, and it's people that just want to make money off the drama, so they'll.
All right, hold on a second. All right, hold on. Is Cecil actually in the chat right now? For real? All right, hold on a second. Can I send Cecil via Twitter? Let me see. I mean, I'll send him the link if he wants to come in. That would be great. Sending it to Dick and Comics, Cecil says. There we go. Trashcast. No pressure. Like, I don't know if you guys are lying to me or not, but if he is there, sure. Let me see. Margaret Miracle gifted 5 memberships. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
Where the trash flows.
Unbelievable. Thank you, Margaret Miracle. 5 memberships going out to all of you guys out there. 5 of you are becoming members because of Margaret Miracle. Awesome. P2, he says, wait, Cecil stands up for Chrissy against Friday Night Tights, but not for John after C2E2? Yeah. Well, that was the whole thing. That was unfortunate. I must say, that was, you know, that made me love Cecil less for at least 48 hours, just a little bit less. Who's this blonde flashing her beehole? Says Internet Guy. That's Zia. She's one of Cecil's friends. She's kind of like what we would call an e-thought, but she's a nice girl. She gets in a bikini all the time and stuff. Okay.
Call Carrie directly. Have you ever done that?
Oh yeah, like that's how I knew I was fired, is because I had to call him and be like, "What's going on?"
I will say this.
Yeah, I'm not hating. Yeah, again, you know, people who are sitting there like trying to find hypocrisy from me. There's no hypocrisy. Yeah, like I do believe women should be naked. Like Zia being on streams in a bikini and everything, like on all fours and stuff for the entertainment and amusement of men. This is great. Like I don't have a problem with that at all. I'm okay with that. I don't like, even though I'm Christian, I don't sit there and like clutch pearls over pornography. I just think women look great when they're naked. They should be as naked as possible, as often as possible. Most of them. Some of them shouldn't be. But somebody like Zia absolutely should be as often as possible. So I'm cool with that. Thank you. I'm cool with that.
Put a positive spin on it. Long Last Name did. He didn't. I would say he was one of the people who didn't monetize it.
Gary, no,
he
Jeremy
did not.
Really did. Jeremy,
in his defense, I guess he didn't.
No, he didn't.
And again, this is not a degenerate. Degenerate would be like. It is generate to want to look at beautiful unclothed women. God made you that way. It is degenerate to want weird other shit, like want to lick their feet. That's degenerate. But saying like women should be undressed, you think that's degenerate? How do you think babies are made? God put this, God blessed men with this innate amusement at women's bodies. Called amusement, and it's a sacred holy thing that men be amused by women's bodies. Women in return should be naked for the amusement of men. That is God doing that. I agree. Get naked, Ethan, says Zeno. So you don't want that. I'm not saying men should be naked. I'm saying women should be naked. Okay. Let me see. Crusader Joe says Cecil's behavior is explained in one word: simp. Cecil loves that. Yeah, he does. Cecil loves the women. That is true. He is a simp.
Videos about it the way Jeremy did, but like
Jeremy did for sure. Did you ever have a beef with him? He seemed personal.
No, and
I gotta keep pausing the video because you guys are making me say things that you know what the answer is. I said not all women, some women. No, Gail Simone. No, not Gail Simone. She should keep her clothes on. She has lost the right to be naked around people for the amusement of men. It wouldn't be amusement, would it, if she were naked? It would be repulsive. And by the way, being attracted to that would be degenerate. That is degenerate to be like, I like big, fat, disgusting old women. That's degenerate. That's not normal. It's normal for men to like attractive, whatever your version of attractive is, which is not nobody's version of attractive, is big, fat, old women. It's normal for you to look at a young lady like Zia and be like, yeah, she is a fine specimen of femininity and womanhood. That makes sense to me. Ethan wants Kelly Sue DeConnick. Kelly Sue DeConnick is right on the line. I'll be honest, it's her attitude that's ugly. Her face is also pretty. Her face is also pretty bad, but it's not so bad. I mean, it's not, she could be naked and be all right. Yeah, it wouldn't be for me, but I'm not saying no. Yash Matar says, I said some women, Gail Simone. I see you cut out a whole bunch of words there. Keep digging, Ethan. You're doing great, says Rhetorical Giblets. Thank you. I'm doing my best to explain things. Hold on. She's busted. I said she's right on the line. Do I want to see Kelly Sue DeConnick naked? I mean, no. Like I'm a little curious. No. He did lower his standards over time. Oh, for science. I'm not saying absolutely not. You know, I'm just saying, like, if you're able to be a man and see women as objects and not as people, which is, you know, what we're talking about here, then your answer isn't so clearly defined as yes or no. You're like, maybe, in that case. If you see her as a person, the answer is no. But if you just stop seeing her as a person for a minute and objectify her, then the answer is maybe. Okay? The answer is maybe. He thinks Kelly may be right fit under her sweater. She might be. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I've never seen her body before. I don't know. You need Christ, Ethan. I'm calling her father. My dad would agree with me. Hate to tell you this. Okay. My dad would actually agree with me, but then he would deny it. Whew. Okay. I know my dad a little better than he knows.
I thought we were cool. Apparently he wasn't cool with me to like do all those videos.
I feel like he had some unfinished business with you. Like, who knew? Like, he was really going for the kill there.
Another like panelist on.
I'm being honest with you guys.
For like 5 years.
So you guys are used to being lied to and everything by like these folks. You're like, I'm not afraid to like. I'm like, oh, if I say the truth, then they're gonna laugh at me and they're gonna say bad things. But I can't lie to them. I mean, they're my audience, and they're sitting there going, "Do you want to see Kelly Sue DeConnick naked?" If your like viewpoint is, there's a wide spectrum of women that are acceptable under the, you know, they should be naked at all times, and you objectify them. You don't see them as people in this scenario. Because under the scenario of seeing them as people, do you want to see AOC naked? No. But, or maybe you do want to see, I gotta think about that. Do you want to see AOC naked as like kind of like a weird, sick revenge? Like just out of hate, you know? I don't know, you guys tell me about that. But there's like a wide spectrum of like what you'd want to, like women that you would want to see naked. And Kelly Sue, like, no, but she's right on the edge because she's not physically repulsive. It's her personality. This is a compliment I'm paying her, by the way. It's a compliment. Big booty Latina. Big booty Latina. Look at that big ass. Big juicy booty. Yeah, that was great. I used to have that in my intro. EBS's search history. Kelly Sue DeConnick. Nude naked bikinis. It's not true. 200 Watt Studio. I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm not a role model. I'm not trying to be a role model. I'm just a person, and I'm just telling you how I feel because you ask. That's all it is.
As soon as this drama popped off, like immediately making videos about me and like,
okay.
He's one of the main families.
You'll make a lot of money what way? By being honest?
You
should just lie and be like, no,
I would
ew.
never have done that. If this had happened to somebody else on the show, I would never make videos about a fellow co-host.
Oh God,
fellow
what are we talking
panelist.
about?
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Like,
or even like a fellow friend or anyone that you've ever like done stuff with. I just, I don't want anything to do with that. That's fucking exhausting. And I don't know how people, I don't get it. Oh.
Yeah, I was legitimately surprised that he did that. I was like, wow, holy shit.
That's
Who are they talking about? Delmar Decides says, lifetime nationwide ban from Ren Fair. Still plans to attend Bolo out this weekend for Jer. Still plans to attend. Bolo out this weekend for Jer. Lol. What is Bolo? Buy one, get one. What is Bolo? Let me see. What's that, Ethan? All Jews? All of them? Says Crusader Joe. I didn't say. Did you see Glob Herman in X-Men 97? Who would you want to play him if they gave him a voice? Says Richard Lindahl. I saw him in the first season briefly. I haven't gotten to the second season of X-Men 97 yet, but I intend to watch it. I don't have an opinion on who would play him. I don't know. I'm not sure what he would sound like. I think he would just sound like a kid. I mean, maybe like Michael Cera could do his voice, and it would be just kind of sad, you know. I just did a Google search. Kelly could be fit, Urashima says. Well, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to sit there on a live stream and examine a real woman who we have denigrated before in the past and her fitness and sexually objectify her. I'm not going to do that. You guys did ask it, because I think that's wrong. But you did ask a specific question about it, and I kind of said, I answered honestly, like maybe. She's a maybe. In general, my policy is, yeah, women in bikinis are great. Women being naked is wonderful. That's good. That's different than pornography, in my opinion. Pornography is kind of a gray area. Some of it's disgusting. Some of it's all right. And the women who should be involved in being naked for art, for the appreciation and amusement of men, there's a spectrum of those. And CHRISSIE MAYR could be, but I'm not. I wouldn't want to see that, honestly. But she's on the edge with Kelly Sue. Vasilis Lola says, listen, I do look at forbidden eldritch, shun things. You sprung that Kelly thing like a whip out of nowhere. I look because I embrace the chaotic void. When I have to admit this, whenever I hear that somebody has been naked, I do look at it. Whenever I hear, like, sometimes you'll see a celebrity and you'll be like, I wonder if they've been nude. I wonder if they've been nude. I got that from Mystery Science Theater. And you'll look it up. You want to see, like, you know, if they've been naked before. So, yeah. We know. Says, okay, very good. CHRISSIE's a butterface. She's not a butterface. She's a fat ass, too, though. She's fat. She's got a big, enormous fat ass. All right. Butterface. Her face is the best part of her, I think.
Yeah.
And then Gary's like, you should call him. I'm like, why on earth would I call him? Like, what would I? What?
That happened. Something kind of like that happened to me when I left the It's Eric Nagel show. Kind of like sort of similar. I left, but we was at the same time as we bought our house and we're moving. So I couldn't come on and say like a goodbye and do a goodbye show for a little while because it was just like crazy. And we had to do the floors in our house. Like it needed a bunch of work. And then when I finally came on to do like the goodbye show, I think it was like a month or two later, and say goodbye to everybody. I just had a lot going on. It was really hectic. And then Giddles was like, it was the weirdest thing. I came on the show and Giddles wouldn't talk to me. He was completely ignoring me. Who? And then some woman in the chat, she was a co-host and I did the show with him for like years, was telling me to fuck off a whole bunch and they don't want me there. They were like, fuck off. We don't even want you here. And I was like, dude, why did I even like, what the fuck is going on? And Giddles was pissed that I didn't say goodbye. And I was like, that's what I'm here to do. I just moved. Like, I literally just am sort of settled in my house, kind of, but not even. And I came on to, like, say goodbye. And it just was this whole weird drama thing. And, like, he was super shitty about it and apparently been talking to shit with the fans about it the whole time. And after that, I was just done. I just walked away. And, like, I don't have time for that. I don't want my life to be about that kind of weird shit. I don't get why people are like that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's so strange. So I'm sorry. That sucks.
No, it's frustrating because it's like I have so many positive things to say about like the, majority of the time that I was on the show and, with everybody. It's just it ended the way it was handled at the end was very disappointing.
That sucks, man.
But, do you want to take this time to apologize to Gary and Jeremy for what you did?
I'm so sorry for having Melanie
That's
on.
funny.
I think it would be a good way.
I'm sorry for having a baby, and I'm sorry for breastfeeding too much on stream. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Sincere.
Sorry for not having my boobs out as much as I used to.
Now we're talking.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry for that. Look, I know you're not going to do it, but it would be a really baller move if you hooked up with Jeremy and went on his show.
What?
If you became one of his new co-hosts.
What are you talking?
The other Jeremy, the quartering Jeremy. Quartering.
Yeah, I'm a free agent now, so who knows?
I think that is happening, by the way.
I don't know.
That should be a disaster.
Or I'll just, I just think it's wild, like when there's conflict, for somebody to tell you, just go be a mom. Like I would never say that to a man. Like I would never, if I was having a problem with a guy who was a dad, I would never say, just go be a dad. Like.
Yeah.
It sound like.
No, you're right.
No, go be a mom. See, you don't understand how important motherhood is. Go be a mom is a real legit thing to say to a woman who's just had a baby. You say, stop fucking around on the internet and crying about things that don't matter, and go take care of, like, all there's no upper limit on the amount of attention that you should give to your child. All of it isn't enough. All of your attention is not necessarily enough attention to give to your baby. You're trying to raise another human being. And you're like, they're dismissing me and telling me to go away by saying, just go be a mom to my child, your newborn baby. You should give all of your attention. You shouldn't, I mean, honestly, yeah, like you just had a kid. I mean, until your kid's in kindergarten, I'll be honest with you. The next 5 years of your life after you've had a kid should be devoted to the kid. You don't say just go be a father to a dad, because the dad has a role that's different than the woman. The dad has to make a living. So the dad could fuck around on the internet if fucking around on the internet meant making money for the family. If that's what was going on. Cecil's making money on the internet. He can't do what you can do. You got to breastfeed. You've got to nurture that baby. How is Russell more funnier than the comedian, says Cool Breeze. I don't know. She's just sitting here complaining and, oh, I'm so sorry I didn't take my tits out. That's not what it was. You brought negative attention to the show. Ethan Van Spock. Absolutely. Dr. Spock. You got to take care of your kid. So, yeah, I like that idea. They were probably, the weird thing is people were probably on that show looking down on you a little bit for being with them when you should have been with your baby. You're on these 5-hour live streams with, these nerds. And they're probably, each of them are probably thinking, didn't she just have a baby? Like, why is she sitting here with us? Why isn't she with her baby? Chrissy the comedian hasn't been funny once, says Woden Shot. Not on this show. Cecil's very funny. Even with his droll face, he always says something that I'm not expecting him to say. That's why Cecil's funny.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna not be a mom, but to be told,
of course, these two chicks are getting emotional.
Cecil, I'm gonna start crying. Okay.
Thanks for the warning.
You're welcome.
Solid advice, though.
I don't mean to be negative. It was an overall really great experience. Like who gets to be on? You know what I mean? Like it was
it's disgusting. Your intro where you fart when you're doing workouts is so disgusting.
That's a long time. That's about as long as Compound. So
wow,
just gross.
Very grateful for the time and very grateful.
This is what I got to deal with. There's nothing about this is going on, and then I just see this in the chat. Cecil, go lose some weight.
Oh,
what does that have to do with anything? This is
Cecil emotional.
That's just somebody who is listening to you talk and staring at me and going, "He's fat. He's getting fat."
Well, you're the one who put yourself on camera.
This is why Russell stays off camera, because he got a little chunky.
Yeah.
Russell, what are you weighing in? About 320 now?
170.
How tall are you?
5'10".
3 feet tall. 3 feet.
That's
tall.
okay.
5 pounds of that is cock, by the way. That's the reason I'm not on camera.
Oh, I see. You don't want to show us too much of your penis.
Chest up.
A woman's anus will protect
you're
her.
fat to me. I think people don't realize that I have feelings. They see me as like a Chuck Norris type or Charles Bronson. This guy's bulletproof, but your jibes.
Charles Nelson Riley, maybe.
It hurts. I'm still human. I know you guys see me as like this, symbol of masculinity is, bulletproof. But no, I bleed.
Well, the truth is, though, that we fucking hate you, so we don't mind. But we like Chrissy, and I think a lot of us are pretty sad to have seen that happen.
That's very sweet, Russell. No, it's it just ended badly. Just it was
that is a shame.
Handled poorly, but whatever.
Well, Cecil has chased off 2 co-hosts himself, so he understands.
Who have I chased off?
Well, who do you think, Cecil?
Wait, I didn't understand. Cecil has chased off what?
You have chased off 2 co-hosts yourself, haven't you?
Oh
Elsie shit!
And John Mellon, yeah. I think
those would be the 2.
I think Anna did that, not me.
I think, and it definitely.
But that's because I never hold myself accountable. So if when something bad goes wrong, I'm like, that's probably Anna's fault. Kato Swiss says Cecil's fat pisses me off.
Love you guys. Way to go.
I love you. Have a good night.
Bye, Chrissy. Thank you.
Off and not get into the drama. A lot.
That was fine. That was a mild drama. We didn't dwell on it.
Yeah.
No.
It's worth mentioning.
All right.
You did it a classy way.
I'm trying.
Christy.
Trying so hard to be classy. All right, let me go.
Bye. Show off the oranges next time.
Well, there goes our drama stream.
Okay, there we go. So that was actually that. I got to say, Russell Hall came in with a couple of jabs that I was not expecting. Him saying, "We fucking hate you, Cecil," which is like, wow, really? And then saying, "But we love Chrissy." Reverse that. But also like telling Cecil that he chased off 2 co-hosts. That's pretty funny. John Malin would probably like to see that. That was interesting. Russell did pretty good at the end there. Takes no brain cells to say that, says 10 letters. Cecil is love. Russell has a school shooter energy, but I appreciate some of his banner. Russell has school shooter, maybe homeschool shooter energy. I'd worry about his... Russell was given a chance to ask Anna anything. He asked her to describe her butthole. Did he really? God, that's crazy, man. Yeah, Russell is, I would say this, Russell's basically Patrick T 2.0. Yeah, I mean, all these guys, they let him on the show, and then they just kind of dominate the show, and they make things kind of awkward, and then they end up ruining the show. I don't know why you would let them on the show. See, I carefully gatekeep everybody. You'll notice that, like, people are allowing, what's his name? The guy that looks like a shaved gorilla. What is that guy's name? Shit. Can't I remember what his name is? Jay Bama. Yeah, people let Jay Bama on their show. I'm like, I'm not letting Jay Bama on the show. There's no way I would let Jay Bama on the show. Why? He belongs in the audience, sending super chats. He does not belong on the show. People just, they think that, like, being in the audience lets you graduate to the actual live stream. Yeah, it's crazy. Jay Bama. Good one, says so Curial. Jay Bama looks like Elliot. He does look like Elliot Page. His face kind of looks like Elliot Page. He looks like a shrunken, deflated Elliot Page. Rhetorical Giblets says he's also a repressed homosexual, which is probably true. You let Biggins on and look what happens, says Monkey Jeebus. Yup. Yeah, we got to just keep gatekeeping people. That is what we do. Tonight, Cecil has the link if Cecil wants to come in. But we're just going to keep going on and on here now. I got a couple of other things to look at with you guys. I got yelled at for not showing this. The Tribunal of Liam Gray. Do I want to show that or do I want to show something else? No, I want to show this. I find this to be... I got a couple of Liam videos that I do want to watch. And I find this one to be more relevant to this show. And to me, like, I don't know if you're going to like this. Like, I don't know if you guys are going to enjoy this, but I definitely enjoyed the parts of it that I watched. To see. Let me see. No, Cecil came from the... No, I mean, Cecil came from the chat. Well, that is true. Cecil did come from the chat. No more Liam, says JD Kerr. No, plenty more Liam. Plenty more Liam. This is a video called Liam Reacts to an honest review of Dino King. This is like the opposite of how he reacted to my review of Dino King, by the way. My review of Dino King was much different. And Liam reacted in a much, like, happier way, I would say, to my review of Dino King. Because I said nice things about it. I said nice things about Dino King that Liam appreciated. But, you know, I'm not Mike Partika. Mike Partika got a hold of Dino King, and he decided to do a review of it. And Liam reacted, surprise. Liam reacted completely differently than I thought he would react. I thought he would have been trained to react from watching the show. You know. Let me pull this up real quick.
But as someone who has literally gone sleepless nights and sacrificed and done everything
it's not a particular review
as an artist, I'm failing not only myself, but I'm failing my team. I'm failing everyone who works for me. I'm failing my family. I've been working myself to near death.
Near death?
For 7 years.
So dramatic. This is the book. You're not going to believe this, John.
Okay.
When I tell you that this book is good, I want you to understand
What's
that, like,
good?
no, I mean, this is professional. It's better than anything any of the Kings have done.
What?
I'm not even fucking kidding.
Holy crap! Mike
I'm
Barron is
blown away
there.
by yes.
Graham Nolan's there.
Better.
Billy is there. Wow.
Better.
Ethan Van Sciver is there.
Comic book today. This is the one I like. That was so good. Unexpectedly good. I read this comic book and I wasn't expecting it to be good at all. I was expecting this book to be not very good. I'm stunned by how good it is.
What is it? I'm dying to find out.
When I tell you that this book is good, I want you to understand
What's
that, like,
good? Like, I mean, you thought it's like I go into a movie thinking it sucks, and then it's borderline. I'm like, wow, that was a lot better than I thought, but it's still it's like mid, you know. Like,
by the way, I still want this made. Like, I don't know, I can't remember who made this particular video, and I know it was a lot of work, but couldn't have been that much work because you cranked it out like overnight for me. I really want somebody to make part 2 of the Dino King Miracle, where, like, Liam is cursing at people and threatening people with a knife. I really want, and I want it to be just like this. But you know, the conclusion, what happened after this would be so good. Like, no, I mean, this is professional. It's better than anything any of the Kings have done.
What?
I'm not even kidding.
Holy crap! Mike Barron is there.
Yes.
Graham Nolan's there.
Better.
Billy is there. Wow.
Better.
Ethan Van Sciver is there.
Better. I looked at it and I went, there's some ideas.
Yeah, the same music.
All
yeah.
Right, I gotta know, what is it?
This is gonna blow your mind. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Dino King. Dino King by Liam Gray.
Look at this. I'm not sure exactly fully what's happened yet. So I just woke up and I was about to drive to the city and my Discord server's all exploded. I think Dino King is sold out. I have no idea how this happened. I'm so grateful.
The lead character's lovable, likable. There's violence in it. It's the right length.
Go see Malin's channel. What's going on Malin's channel? What happened?
This is legitimately excellent. It is way better than anything I've read in a long time.
No way.
John, I'm not even kidding you. This is like superior writing. This is superior storytelling. I don't even know what to. I'm not with you. I promise you. I'm telling you the truth.
Anybody out there find a link to Dino King?
Look at this.
Oh, what is it? What happened overnight?
I don't know. Oh
my god!
People are saying John Malin. People are saying Ethan. I don't know what's going on.
Look at these black. Like, you are the engine of the apocalypse. And he's like, no.
Ethan liked the book.
It's actually like you were the engine.
Ethan loved Dino King. Oh, that's so good.
It's good writing.
Oh my god.
Here's the nice. Closed, so you couldn't back it anyway.
He needs to reopen this so we can all buy it and check it out.
Ellie Belly, you got Daddy's tie on. Oh, look, Ellie, we did well. Oh my god,
we did well.
Thank you so much, guys. Everyone who backed, you guys just changed my life. Thank you so much, right? Thank you so much. things have been really rough right now, and we've been struggling to just keep going until we, like, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy the book. This is life-changing. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is beautiful. I mean, just think about the lives that we can change together. Think about how Liam, got a helping hand, a positive review. I've got the book right here. I just opened it again, and I confirm. I mean, it's a good comic. I don't know if Liam did it. I think there are parts of that video where I'm kind of like, I'm confused because it doesn't seem like Liam would be able to do this. But if he did do it, like, this is it's an extraordinary accomplishment for Liam. Anyway, I'm trying to find your video here. Hold on a second. I will pull it up this way. Extraordinary accomplishment for Liam. Really nice that he would be able to do that. But yeah, I was confused about it. People are like, yeah, Ethan, do you really feel that way? Did you actually feel like it was that good? Yeah, I still feel that way. I still feel like it was that good. My only question would be, like, did Liam actually write and draw the comic book in question? Like, that's the only thing that I don't know if I believe. I can't be sure.
Welcome to 5XLFM.
You might feel fatigue, but it's not from the heat. You see the news every day about the crime in the streets. Tired of being shamed just because you're white. No more feeling guilt, cause we're partying tonight. It's white boy summer. It's white boy summer. It's white boy summer. It's white boy summer. All you niggas better run for cover, cause this is white boy summer. It's white boy. We'll play golf in the morning and some tennis after that. The clubhouse I belong to doesn't allow any blacks. We'll eat lunch at White Castle because the sign says white. Then dinner at Cracker Barrel. I'll see you crackers there tonight. It's white boy summer. It's white boy summer. It's white boy summer. It's white boy summer. All you niggas better run for cover, cause this is white boy summer. It's white boy summer. I'm ready for summer, everything just feels right. I can't wait until it's July, cause July just feels white. From the summer on, things are gonna be different. We should all end this year with the whites only Christmas. It's white boy summer.
It's white boy summer.
It's white boy summer. It's white boy summer. All you niggas better run for cover, cause this is white boy summer. It's white boy summer. It's white boy summer. It's white boy summer. It's white boy summer. All you niggas better run for cover, cause this is white boy summer. It's white boy summer.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. White boy summer coming from. We don't need this. Yeah, we don't need that. That's The Look of Love by ABC. I don't think that's necessary for... It's a great song, though. I like it. All right, this is... Tim Arthur says, what about the Prince? What about the Prince? You referring to eBay Prince? There are a couple more that I didn't even launch yet this weekend. I'm going to launch them tomorrow. But I can put some stuff on sale for you guys. But first, let's watch Liam Gray. Now, that was what I said about Dino King. And I've got the Dino King book here, right here. But that's what I said. Let's see what Mike Partika said and then how Liam reacts.
Energy weapons and superhuman powers, transforming him into the warrior superhero known as Techno Man.
Cancel it, guys. They told us he was a superhero. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. I've been sent a short clip, so I'm going to watch the whole stream. Why not? Why not? Here we go. This is what I was sent, and I'm going to respond to it and then see what Mike has to say. Here we go. Here we go.
One pro tip: do not live stream reviews of your book. And I say this as someone who has written stories and subjected them for criticism. When you first get criticism, the natural reaction of any writer is to say, "You're crazy. My story's perfect just the way."
Did I do that?
This is good advice.
Do we have any sort of instance of me going, "No, my story's perfect," or did I take the critique and go, "Oh, that was handy. This was wrong. This was on point." You know, I can't wait to see what he's got in this, because this is people telling you what to do, and you guys know I don't follow other people's rules. I don't like when
you're a maverick
think that they can tell other people what to do. I don't like what it. I had a whole bunch of people doing that to me for a long time, and it got me real sick. You know, it got me a thankless career where I was exploited. Now, fortunately, at least I got money. At least I got money, right? That's how I've got what I've got. But what I got was a whole bunch of what I didn't get was thanks or gratitude or respect for my work, the time I put in, what I did. I let people tell me what to do anyway. I let them tell me what to do for 20 fucking years.
Hey, it's not that deep. The guy's gonna review a comic book of yours, and you should. He's saying don't overreact, don't spurg out. All he said was do not live stream reviews of your book, and you're already spurging out. That is unbelievable. And you're like, yeah, I don't like being told what to do.
You know, until eventually I went, this is some bullshit. I'm going to blow a whistle on this. I'm going to actually push back against this. Welcome to Comicsgate, ladies and gentlemen. So, but Mike's going to tell me what not to do. He's going to tell you what not to do. He's going to say, because of his own personal shortcomings and inability to take criticism and accept it objectively and apply it, that everyone is going to fall into a certain category of behavior, and why you shouldn't do something. You know, I still believe it. Monetize.
John Porton,
yeah. Well, fucking not exactly my speed. I'm not really the.
John Porton, why are you always, because you're in my chat too, why do you go this spurg on? Why do you sit there and agree with him when he's clearly spurging out? What Mike Partika is saying is very simple, don't spurg out over your reviews. It's best not to live stream reviews of your book at all, unless they're glorious reviews. I'll play you some people telling you that I'm the greatest in the world. I'll just sit here and preen while I take it all in. But if it's a critical review and a bad review and you disagree with it, definitely do not live stream it. And Liam is already spurging out over just the idea that he should not do this. And you're sitting there yeah, go ahead and do that. Why, John? Why? I guess maybe you're doing that on purpose.
Monetize your haters guy, but I'm gonna laugh at this retarded shit. You're as someone who's written himself, I understand that you're going to react with a vitriolic reaction, and you're what?
And now you're
people get things wrong all the time. I'm going to teach you guys. We're going to have an English class, guys. I'm going to teach you guys about language. But let's hear all of this. I've only seen this segment of the stream. We're going to watch all of it. I didn't really want to ever sort of bother with Mike again, because it's my opinion, as it says in the description of this video, that Mike is intentionally attacking my work and the overall quality of it, and rating it exactly the way he did and doing what he did purely as a means to attack Ethan, take criticism of Ethan, go after Ethan in some way.
Why is everything about me? Why would this have anything to do with me? Why would it have anything to do with me? Huh.
Rather than really, experience the story and the art that I've created. We're going to talk about the nature of stories too. I'm gonna have a fun time today, guys. I'm meant to be drawing. I was watching BA and drawing some Dino King and doing stuff, but
Liam's trying to protect you. Thank you. I appreciate it,
guys. I'm gonna be humbled. I'm gonna be beaten down by Mike Patika. He's gonna tell you all of the reasons why I'm wrong and why I shouldn't express myself creatively. And why you shouldn't either, and you have to do
no, don't, Liam, don't, for fuck's sake, says Michael Kingswood.
Way it is.
Oh my God!
Until you've had time to think it over and
thank you for $2
more and let it gnaw at you, that you realize that the person trying to give you advice actually has a point. The problem,
I'm pretty sure I did 2 videos where I went, he's got a point with this straight away. I'm pretty sure that good old Liam's smart enough to figure out when he's made a mistake and learn from it and grow from it. I'm not so stubborn and arrogant and proud that I would go, no, like you're trying to paint me out to be, so that you can try and get the criticize the you can't take criticism mob to come at me now. You're like, you want to rally all your Eric July friends against me? Is that the gay up? I've seen people calling me the white Eric July already on Twitter.
That's not good.
Trying to pretend that I can't take criticism or that I didn't thank you for some of the criticism you offered. What my issue is, Mike, is I don't think you're genuine. I think you're a shithead, Mike, is what I think. I think you're intentionally looking for things to cause conflict over, to try and cause problems for Ethan and using me as a way to do it. I don't respect that, mate. And I don't respect being told what I can and cannot say and what I can and cannot do.
Can you imagine Graham Nolan doing this?
Doing what I'm doing. If I wanted to be sitting there being told what I can and cannot express, you want to offer me some criticism? Here, you should do this, you should do that. That's fine. But, ignoring my story, ignoring my work, and then criticizing me over it, cutting things out of my work to present it as something that it's not, misrepresenting it, making assumptions,
Liam is basically saying bad faith. He thinks this review's in bad faith. All right, I'm going to put some stuff on sale. Cyberfrog, I love this piece of artwork. Look, you can see the Vespis in all of his toes. 11 by 17, high gloss, beautiful print. With my signature and a number on it. And I think we have like 14 of these left. If this says 11. So I'm going to put these on sale. These have been here for a while. So I'm going to put these on sale for you. For $10. Oh, there are only 10 left. Okay. So $10 for a print. Go grab one of these. I'm going to put the link in the chat. And thank you. I mean, I appreciate the super chats. I think the super chats are great. But let us send you something. Let us send you some Cyberfrog. And get ready. More Cyberfrog is on its way. $10. There we go. So there you go. Yeah, let us send you stuff. It's just better. All right, back to Liam reacting.
Codes and conduct upon my behavior, showing that, for things I didn't even do. I literally thanked you. You shithead. You turd of a human being. I thanked you and said, yeah, I can get from this certain things I disagree with. Stripping away my voice from my own writing to make it a bland, unified thing. I don't know. How successful's your writing career been, Mike? I've never heard of you. I've never heard of you.
Liam's never heard of you.
Grammar. You might be a real good primary school teacher, but where's your voice? Where's your voice? I was told to be a writer because Liam, you've got such a strong voice. You've got such a good voice. You should be a writer. I didn't want to be a writer.
I didn't want to be a writer.
My dream. I wanted to be a comic book artist. That's all I wanted to do. But I said, hey, Liam, by the way, buy an award-winning multinational TV and television author, award-winning comic book writer. He said, Liam, you've got such a strong voice. You should be a writer. And you want me to strip my voice away from my writing? Cool. All right, I'll take his advice over yours, Mike. I'm sorry. He who told me that I should be creating and exploring this and getting out and expressing myself over someone telling me that I should not be expressing myself. That I should instead be cowed and humbled and that
if I
we haven't
react
even
to
gotten into the
something,
review.
I'm
He's
going to
already
react
acting
with
like this.
vitriol. How's this for vitriol, Mike? I'm going to react with
How's this for vitriol,
because,
Mike?
that's your first instinct. Wasn't mine, was it? When I first watched it, I went, okay, there's a lot I could learn from this. I'll take notes. These are things I'll fix up. Thank you. Thank you. And then there was a lot of stuff that I felt was shady shit that was intentionally put together. See, here's the thing about being a storyteller, Mike. I am aware of what I'm doing. I'm aware of how people build stories. I'm aware of how people build narratives, you know? I'm aware of how this works. So when I watched your video and I realized what you're actually producing is content rather than a review, is outrage, clickbait rather than actual, criticism. I went, that's interesting. You know who does that? The Marxists. And we all know what I think of them. We're going to create a story in the form of criticism so that we can use that criticism as a shield. It was just freedom of speech. I was just criticizing you. Ignore the fact that I intentionally omitted things and intentionally misrepresented things. Ignore that.
With live streaming your reaction to a review then is that basically everything that's going to spill out of you is the vitriol of that initial reaction of saying, no, my story is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. The problem is entirely you. But that's almost never really the case.
No, I made mistakes.
I'm so sorry for
it's a 4-year-old book
putting this guy
that I rushed out so that my company wouldn't go bankrupt. So that I could essentially keep producing comic books into 2025. It's old work that I did, and I'm trying to tell an emotional story throughout it.
I take some responsibility. What is this?
I didn't have like a team of editors. I didn't have like a letterer. I didn't have a whole bunch of stuff that I would have really.
I didn't have a mom or dad.
Do it. I made like $9,000, $10,000 on the book before it blew up. Go back and read comic books in the 90s. You'll find a slew of spelling errors and other issues all through them. Don't pretend like there's none. I'm not saying that it's an excuse, but this happens. This happens, and I can correct it and make it better for the third printing.
Yeah, who is the award-winning Reuter?
I'm not going to be told that I cannot express myself. I cannot react to things. I cannot say what I can say. I'm here to be free. You want to put a little leash on someone else and have them run around and say what you want them to say and do what you want them to do? That's great. That ain't me. Go to your fucking furry marches or whatever it is and put a collar on someone there. It ain't happening here, son.
More often than not, you'll realize that there are certain points that the person made that you actually do think are worthy of incorporation.
Mike Fartiga.
And did I not say that in the two responses of the thing? So it's like, do you see how hypocritical this is? This is building a narrative. He's
building a narrative.
He's going, hey, pro tip, shout out to Liam. Don't do this because there might be actual value, blah, blah, blah. I already said all of that. So by putting this out as a final capstone on it, what he's trying to do is create the narrative with you guys, try and gaslight and fuck with you guys into thinking that I didn't accept his criticism, I didn't take on his advice, and because I disagreed with him about anything. By the way, he was fundamentally wrong on a number of things, right? But because I don't agree on everything that he said, I didn't agree with anything he said. That's absurd and ridiculous. And just because you might have a shortcoming doesn't mean I do. Don't tell me what to do. This is the vodka thing all over again. Liam didn't drink a bottle of vodka. Liam can't do it. Walked straight down into the store, pulled it off the shelf, drank a whole fucking bottle of vodka a second time. Just because you have shortcomings and you have problems, don't tell me what I can and cannot do. I've had enough people in my life tell me what I can and cannot do. I did not get to where I am today. I do not have the things that I have today, my family, everything. I was not able to pull myself up by the bootstraps today by adhering to what everyone else told me I should do.
Oh.
What I can and cannot say. How I can and cannot express myself.
How is that going for you?
By marching to the beat of my own drum and being my own person and being creative and trying to create great stuff, right? Like by learning from my mistakes and listening to people and trying to improve myself. Don't tell me I'm not doing that, especially when,
anyone with even a little bit of clip foo could go through my videos and probably put together a 10-minute clip of me going, yeah, that's fair. Okay, I'll fix that in the third printing. I'll adjust that. Thank you. It wasn't until I sort of really started to look at what was going on that I figured out what Mike was up to. And it's pretty fucking scummy, if I'm going to be honest with you. It's dishonest.
Why lie?
And Liam talks about dishonest people, Everyone talks about how they're going to dunk on me and all this other shit, But if you really read Dino King and you think that it's worse than Yaira and worse than like fucking De La Rosa's Troon World books, like if that's what you take away from it, which is what Mike's conclusion was, by the way. Cool, bro. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what he's got to say today.
Book, or at least into your next book. And what you don't want to do is lock yourself into your initial reaction in front of your fans.
I don't have to. See, this is the thing. I'm so sick of everyone telling me how to stream and what to do. I'm not perfect. I don't pretend to be perfect.
I'm not telling you anything.
These guys. That's it. That's it. Like, if I make a mistake, I'll go back on it. Why do you think there are all of these videos about Liam's a liar? This is what happens. Liam goes, I think I'm going to...
Liam July crashing out over criticism? Yes, Blast Radius. Yes.
These things on March. I'm aiming to get this lettered and do this, and that's the goal. And then that doesn't happen. I go, oh, guys, okay, it didn't work out. I'm going to have to do it on looking like it might be October now. So I've got to push back to October. And everyone's like, Liam's a liar. No, I just made a mistake. I just made a mistake. Things change. Life changes. People change. I am a mercurial, effervescent koala man. Okay? Like,
I wouldn't say that.
I'm not perfect. I'm one fucking dude making comic books in the middle of the outback here. I got a few proofreaders. I got one editor who's really good. I could have probably caught a few things on the way through, but that's also could have been my fault because the script was edited in script format, like in text document, and then I had to rewrite everything into Clip Studio Pro to letter it, right? Because I couldn't afford to hire a letterer. There's a good chance that I fucked up and just made mistakes when I was moving stuff from the text file over and rewriting some stuff, right? Sometimes I was doing it during live streams. Maybe I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have. Maybe I should have given it an extra pass. Next time, before I go to print, I'll just send the PDF off and get an extra set of eyeballs on it. But, there are things that are definitely my fault that I could improve from. The extra B in cabbage has to be there. That was my fault. I'm not so proud, Mike, that I can't admit when I'm wrong, that I can't learn from my mistakes. Maybe you are, maybe other people are, but I have no pride. I don't care. I don't give a shit. My goal is just get better, constantly get better, like the turning of a fucking drill.
Wow.
Pierce the heavens, guys. That's what we're doing. I'm sorry there were mistakes. They will be corrected. There will be less mistakes in the next thing. This is how it works. I'm not going to sit here and be told who I can and cannot talk to. When I'm not going to be told to be silent while other people misrepresent my stories. Especially when it's intentionally done, Mike, to serve your narrative because you're creating videos with a narrative. You're making episodes of a TV show, Mike. Aren't ya?
Because then you'll realize, oh, if I actually apply these changes and somebody notices, I'm going to look like a hypocrite for having resisted in the first place.
I don't care.
You have to decide between whether your story will look right or you will look right. I'm Mike Bartica. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe so that you will get notified of the
Where's the review?
Did he see here and said you should be writing? No, actually, no. That's a whole other story. It's a whole other story. I want to do this video, but no, it was not. He saw my artwork. No, that's not what was going on. Where is it?
Both of them suck. So it's 10 letters.
Mike, flight Australian, fight Liam. No, I don't want to fight him. I just don't want to have this sneaky bullshit go unanswered. Sneaky bullshit, Mike. Obvious sneaky bullshit that is sneaky. I've been through so many gay ops, Mike. I've been subject to so many gay ops that I can see it like a fucking 10 miles away. I know exactly what you're fucking doing, dude. And I'm going to show everyone what you're doing. I'm going to show everyone, since you think you're clever. You're going to tell everyone that I'm not going to take criticism, that I didn't respect your opinion. I did on a lot of stuff. I did right up until you started deviating from what's actually going on. How you doing, Hiawatha? How you doing? Not sure I agree with your take that his motives are about getting Ethan, but you're absolutely correct with observations. He's making a wholly disingenuous straw man argument. Oh yeah, it's definitely about Ethan. You can.
Why is it about me?
Built up the videos. Okay, so he started up.
You brought this maniac midget retard into my life, so Salty Traveling. I'm so sorry.
Is this a good book? Did I enjoy it? It was.
I take responsibility.
As, is this King of the Kings? He ignored the publishing history of the book, that it was just a small $10,000 book that was released, down here. He presents it as if it was this big, grand spectacle that was to overshadow everyone else. Like that was my goal. Never my goal. I just wanted to tell a story, right? Tell a good story, get it out. Hopefully bring in a couple of $1,000 so that I could have a bit of money in my pocket to move through the next thing, right? Like that was it. I never expected it to be huge or big. In fact, I expected to get a lot of pushback from it. I expected to be mocked. I expected to be insulted. And I expected not a lot of people to understand what I was trying to really do with it. But I wanted to do it. It's, you don't think that your Hulk character is going to be the guy that takes off, right? Like that wasn't ever what I expected. But anyway, he bookends his first review with the with Ethan's comments on the thing. He brings him up multiple times throughout it. Then in the next review,
maybe it is about me.
I haven't fully watched. I literally asked the guy that watches this stuff for me, does he even talk about the plot or the story in the book at all? Does he even talk about it? He says, no, he doesn't even talk about it. It doesn't even come up. And I was like, well, there you go. Okay, so that was video 2. So video 2 was, I gave him a bit of pushback. I went, I'll take your criticism for that, but I disagree about the motive behind this. Then he responded with going in looking for even more imperfections to criticize, to try and antagonize further, and to try and validate
maybe it was about me
criticism, essentially, without addressing the actual content of the book itself. Then in the third review, that was the one where he straight up chopped stuff out of the book to misrepresent scenes, said that certain things weren't explained, ignored the flashback sequences.
Now, I want to take a break from Liam's complaining here just for a minute and go back to selling things. Liam is selling his integrity. He's selling his idea of integrity, his own integrity, very well, very effectively at this moment. Yeah, I have a couple of things that I just added to the classic American all caps comics eBay store that I think you might be interested in right at this minute. If I can just find them. My God. Everything is a fucking nightmare all the time. But no, I really think that you'll be interested in them if you can, if I can find them here. This is important because I did just add them. Maybe you'll just have to find them, okay? Because I'm trying to find the link and I can't. Here's the first thing. 2 interesting items. First thing is not Cyberfrog. It is a black and white line art variant comic of Lone Star #2 by me. Now, this is my cover here. Mike S. Miller. Smiller has autographed it. I've remarked it with a heart. Smiller loves Ethan. And then I also put lipstick on Lone Star. So this is Lone Star #2. You can see it's got all Mike's art on the inside. This is available right now. Now I put it, it's an auction. 99 cents is the starting bid. Is it worth $1? I don't know. But I put it up there on the eBay store. It says Mike S. Miller loves Ethan. I think he does. Okay, I really do think he does. That's the first thing. The second thing is this. Dino King #1. This is the very book that I held up in that video. with John Malin. You can see it is signed extensively by Liam Gray. I did write Detroit, and then I signed it Ethan 2026. This is also available for 99 cents. Now, this is the thing. This book, according to Liam, has sold for $650. Yeah, it's worth at least $600, says Andrew Campbell. Worth at least $600. Especially with my remark that says, "You Troy!" And then my autograph here, Liam's autograph. These are both up on the eBay store right now. Smiller and Liam, two Comicsgate legends. And both auctions start at 99 cents. And there you can go bid those now. They're only for 1 day. It's only for 1 day. Pure gold. Nope. Says in. You said nope. Yeah, you'll have to find them yourself, though. I don't know where they are. I tried to find them on my store. I put them up on my iPhone, but I can't find them now. So, all right, let's get back to Liam here. At $350 confirmed. That's a good bid. The starting bid is 99 cents. Here we go, Liam. Talk a little bit more about this.
And then again, presented a narrative that formed a cohesive flow through. So essentially what he's doing is he's building up essentially a debate rather than a review, right? He's trying to use the video to win an internet debate, which is, again, in regards to the fact that Ethan said the book was good. He did passive-aggressive little things, like when he rated my book, he put it below Yaira and below John De La Rosa's work, which are notoriously poorly written, despite the fact that Dino King's been received as a critical success and arguably one of the best independent comic books to come out of the year, right? Like
100%.
Without question. The feedback I've gotten is immense, right? The negative criticism I've got is so minor. On top of that, he also, hearted and liked and commented on all of the comments on the videos that were negative regarding me, and didn't really make any real effort to communicate with people like Oni, who expressly told him that I would be applying some of the editorial changes in the third printing when I go to it.
Wow.
He didn't engage with those guys. Instead, he engaged with haters. Why would he do that? Why would his priority when he's looking at the comment section be to bolster and engage with the people who are negative towards the product?
You created a monster, says Comicsgate Drama. Yeah, I did.
Let's find out. Let's figure out what Mike Patik is going to be, and how long will it be before he's hanging out.
See, this is what happens. Like, some people, you give them a little bit of power. In Comicsgate, gave one retard a wrench, and he went power mad with the wrench, and I had to take the wrench away from him, and he just spurred out. His name was Chris Stanley. And then he became like, hello, Evan. He became one of those guys because he became a super criminal, aggrieved that he had been given a little bit of power and trust, a wrench, a moderator. And then it was taken from him when he abused that tiny bit of power that he had. He abused the tiny bit of power that he was given, and it drove him crazy when that power was taken away. Liam, similarly, was given a little bit of praise, faint praise, for one comic that he did. The other comic that he did, Xenotype, which I will also place on eBay in a second for you guys. I have a copy of that, I'm sure. I have a few copies of Dino King. Pigs don't need it because they don't know how. I told you Xenotype was absolutely dreadful. You told him he wrote a comic better than anyone in the Kings. Of course he's spurging out when someone contradicts that. EJ handles criticism better. I love it, dude. This is very fun. Very, very fun. I meant it. My review was genuine. When and if you win the copy of Dino King, you'll get to see for yourself. This is a first printing of Dino King, by the way. It's not a second printing. It's a first printing. This is the valuable one.
In the Legion of Doom. Let's find out here through the adventures in Dino King.
Okay.
We're going to do it together, guys. Traditional.
You're surrounded by retards.
This is me not taking criticism, guys.
I hate it.
Me not growing as an artist.
Oh, right? God.
How you doing? Hey, Shep.
Not growing.
The fact he couldn't follow what was happening in Rex tells me all I need to know about him. He couldn't follow what was happening on this page. Here we go. This guy considers himself a critic, but he looked at this page here. Guys, let me just, before we get further in this, he told me I wasn't allowed to use superhero in the narration of my character. So
Boy Island.
He looked at this page here.
Yeah.
Which is Kaji's point of view. Right?
Oh, God.
Looking down at little kids, gently puts his hands on their heads.
Oh.
They look up at him and start talking to him. He's looking down at him, talking to him. He looked at this. He read this page. And with a colossal intellect that rivals fucking, the beholder, the beyonder himself.
Don't show an adult hand POV on a kid's head like this.
Standing in an advertisement for the next book that I'm going to do.
What were they doing? I don't know, man.
Oh, jeez Louise.
That's crazy.
Intellectual titans. These guys are intellectual titans. I see through it. I'm sick of the gay op bullshit. I'm sick of it. It's so fucking retarded. You want to criticize and review my books? Please do. You're welcome to do so. Don't bullshit. Just don't bullshit. It's that.
I might bullshit. Simple. I might.
I'll actually listen to you if you're actual genuine. You're not playing weird narrative games, like, fucking running around with Delarose and shit and pumping him up, fluffing him. You're fluffing for Delarose and knocking me down. Fucking what a clown.
They all say the same thing, by the way. Like Delarose will say, you're running around supporting Liam and knocking me down. Why are you with Liam? But you're saying bad things about me. Matt Barr says the same thing. PTP would say the same thing. Why do you like him, but you don't like me? Gabe El Taib. A certain type of person will respond to me, will talk to me that way. Like, you love this guy more than me. You're not giving me any attention, but you're loving up on this guy here. And that guy's not as good as me. I'm telling you, this is when I'm surrounded by retards. I am. And they're gay retards. They're mostly gay retards.
Anyone who's read the work of John Delarose and anyone who's read my work, he says he's an award-winning author. I am an award-winning author, right?
What awards did you win?
We'll talk a bit about language and etymology and stuff later as well. So
certain type of
we'll
homosexual.
Get right into this. Violent Comics is here cheering him on. Like, if you use foreshadowing, you're forcing the readers to figure it out. Also, Mike, if you call a character your hero, you prevent the reader from figuring that out on their own. Yeah, I know, right?
I think a 40 chess Uno reverso would be that you knew he didn't write down anything this whole time, so when it is uncovered, it is that much funnier.
You're not going to be an editor for me. And you're not ever. No motherfucker is going to tell me.
Dracus, I don't know if he wrote it. I truly don't really know. I didn't judge the work like I know Liam Gray wrote and drew this. He claims to have written and drawn this. I didn't judge it on that basis. I just judged it as a work. Did Liam write it? I don't know for sure. Liam lies about a lot of stuff. Did he draw it? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I don't think so. I've seen Liam's art. I don't know, man. I don't think he did. And that's kind of one of the things I was saying to John Malin when I first reviewed the book. I'm not sure. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It's weird because it's good. Occam's razor is Liam stole it, says Monkey Jeebus. Liam pulled an Adam Poe, says Jetto Jaga. If you told me that 100% and that was the fact, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, okay, that makes some sense. Because I read Xenotype.
Me what I can say anymore, right? I'll have failure and nothing rather than be told what I can and cannot fucking say. I'll correct the things I've said. I'll amend things. I'll apologize for things I've said, but I'm not going to go hide and get off the internet, Liam. Get off the internet. Go away. Shut down your channel. Shut down your company. Hide. Be ashamed. Be afraid. Be intimidated.
Not afraid,
be
but
pushed around. Get fucked. Get fucked. Mike is normally spot on and speaks for the comic book community at large. What did he say that specifically I have an issue with? The framing. Oh, hey, Bucky. Essentially the framing. Misrepresenting things. Saying I wasn't allowed to use the word superhero in narration.
He's so mad. This is way worse than Eric July. This is way, way, way worse than Eric July. It is humiliating the way he's behaving. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to say that too. Like, I know that, like, the reason why you guys know Liam, a lot of you, is because of me. I know that. I found the links for Lone Star and Liam's book signed by me. I'm putting them in the chat now. They already have a couple of bids on them. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. But Liam is chimping out here. All right, first of all, I can just show you the pictures now. This will look better. Lone Star number 2. Line art variant. This is my variant. This is the cover that I drew. Mike S. Miller has signed it, and then I wrote Loves Ethan. And then I gave Lone Star lipstick. So this is a variant cover that I did. This is Lone Star 2, line art variant from Mike S. Miller. But by the way, once again, all of these guys who hate me, this was his best-selling variant cover. He had everybody in the world. The guy must have had 28 different variants from everybody in comics. And it's like I half-heartedly drew him a variant, and it was his best-selling variant. You know how that felt? You know how that must have felt? Not good. Not good. All right, so there's this, and then the other thing that we have up right now, Liam Gray's Dino King number 1. Dino King first print signed by Liam and EVS. This is important because you can see it's Dino King first printing. It says Liam Gray here. I think this says Liam Gray. I don't know how does that say Liam Gray? I guess like does this say love and then Liam Gray all in one like fucking splotch here? I said you tried and then like added my signature to this. So Dino King number 1 signed by me and Liam. You know how hard that is to get? There's only one of those. One of one. You think there are a million of these? There's only one signed by Liam Gray and me. Oh, I tries this 2024. $28 right now. Yeah, this is great. It's probably the most that I think the most that Dino King has ever sold for is $50. So you know, that's I mean it's selling. Somebody's trying to sell it for $500, but it ain't working. You know, it's unreasonable to ask that kind of money for this. All right, here we go. Back to Liam. Liam, talk more about this.
Saying that, like, misrepresenting my characters, misrepresenting my story, you know, intentionally seeking to create a narrative that undermines my product rather than a fair and honest critique and review of work that would, you know, and it doesn't have to be positive. It doesn't have to be positive. There are plenty of people that have said garbage about my books. Plenty of people who hate my work, but there's no objectivity. And I think, you know, let's find this. I'm going to point out how objective this is as we go through this video. Again, I haven't seen it, but it won't take much. I'm going to do it live. Get my raw reaction live, guys. You know?
Nice.
Review of a review of a review to a review. How you doing, Hiawatha, my friend? Good to see you.
That's good.
Jay Moore, how you doing? Now I'm intrigued. Well, go check out his channel. I'm not saying don't watch him. I am.
I
just
my
think
God.
that he's got a fucking an extra motive for what he's doing, and it's shitty. And I think that what he's doing is shitty. And he's not going to tell me who I can and cannot talk to. I'm not going to take pro tips from someone who I've never heard of. I know nothing about. To give me pro tips, unsolicited advice in Israel.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say the same thing to you that I said to Eric. Like, I don't care if you know him or not. Like, all that really matters is if the tips are true and if they're accurate, if they're good. It doesn't matter if he has done 1 million books before or 0 books before. That is not relevant. What matters is if the advice he's giving you and the review he's giving you is good. I'm not going to listen to him because I don't know him. Well, that's not right. That's
my thing.
That isn't correct.
Liam, why did you say Dan Fraga won't be able to crowdfund his next comic? I never said that. Show me the clip. Other people have said that. I never said that. I might have read a comment off that someone read, but I never said he won't be able to crowdfund his next comment. I don't believe that.
Why'd you say that?
I couldn't even follow the plot of Inglorious Rex. Holy shit, he's dumb. Must have been. I don't know.
Inglorious Rex was well written.
Yeah.
His Partika, he's here.
So because Dan Frago's openly said weird stuff in front of kids and no one wants any part of it, I never said that he couldn't crowdfund his next book. That I never said that. Where's Violent Comics getting this? Violent Comics, are you a mole? Are you a Are you a troll?
Yes.
Are you over in a Discord group right now getting talking points to throw at me?
Yeah, probably.
To try and trap me and get me in trouble with people?
Liam caught you. Come on with these ads. At least you can skip them in 3 seconds. Okay.
Get off doing mainstream gigs.
Was that you, Ethan? No, it wasn't me.
Reminds me of a story where 100% of the inner city high school had lower test scores than special ed school. Katie said that Fragga won't fund his next comic. 1 minute. Well, Katie did say that Fragga won't his next comic. Patika, can you help me out with this one, man? Katie did say that Fragga won't his next comic on your stream, and you agreed. What? If you're saying like he probably won't fund, I mean, he probably will, but I don't think he'll do anywhere near as well as he did. He'll never get another 200,000 campaign. No way. If you want my honest opinion with what he's done, that's my humble opinion. I think he screwed the pooch. He should have just been kind to people. Should have just been nice to people like he was.
Yeah, like you.
No.
That's what I tell you.
Well, I hope not. I hope not Violent Comics. I hope not.
You don't know that.
No, I don't know. I don't know what Dan Fragga's got to do with me talking about this review of a review of a review of a review.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go check out my my Patreon for as little as $3 a month. You can go through and
self-awareness level,
check it and edit it and correct it like a high school teacher too. You too can have the full Partika experience.
Yeah, they are. They're nice.
Or grab Total Conquest. That'd be great. 1 second. Here we go. He is. Katie said Fragga won't fund his next comic on your stream, and you agreed. Well, I mean, I don't think he'll get anywhere near 200,000. Like I threw out 250,000. I don't think so. I think he's made a big mess for himself. Like what's the controversy here? I think he himself would agree that he's caused himself some problems. I'm not. It's not ill will.
Yeah, it's just a fact.
Katie said that Fragga won't be able to crowdfund through CG again. Liam Boncombs. Yeah, well, I mean, he's gonna have a hard time. He's gonna have a hard time. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. I can't imagine anyone about it. I mean, a lot
what
of
is this
I don't
rumor?
know what the issue is. I don't know why we're being distracted from the real conversation here.
Because of his
let's find
injury?
Out.
That's crazy.
Let's get bodied, guys. Let's get bodied.
King number 1. Creator, writer, and artist of Dino King number 1 is one Liam Gray from
That looks just like him.
And just as he live streamed my first review of Dino King number 1, he also live streamed my last review, The King of Comicsgate Kings. Now, thank
the King of
Comicsgate Kings. I got to get myself a crown.
You are.
I've only got a little tiara. I thought I was a little baby king. But if I'm like Ethan's boss, I should tell him that. He should know that I'm the boss now. He should know that I'm the King of Kings, guys. Liam Gray, the King of Kings.
Yeah, you're getting thrown out, dude.
God,
this rhetoric doesn't fly with me too much.
Spirit where someone said I was a king, and so this guy's got to bring me down for America. What's going on? Does he have a problem with the crown?
Emperor Liam.
Why is that? Liam Gray, the King of Kings. What's your hang up about that, Mike? Why are you jealous, Mike? Mike, are you jealous?
I know. I did it.
That idiot wrote a book and it sold more than your stuff.
Oh my God!
You're gonna need a bigger crown. I know I'm gonna need a bigger crown, guys. Super chats, please.
Oh, so terrible.
Need to, the Australia.
Dennis D says someone sell me their used copy of Dino King.
Shout out to Grumpy. That's PGAD07. I think that's the first time I've seen you in here. Welcome. Liam, this again. Why do you bother with? Well, I haven't seen this stream yet. I've only seen the part.
This is an old video. He was still in Kings when he
Liam,
made this.
Pro tip. I got a DM. Hey, Liam, pro tip. And they sent me that and they gave me a timestamp. And I watched it. I went,
this is an old video, but it's relevant because it's about how, inexperienced creators take criticism. And I got to sympathize. Understand, I'm not really I understand. I was 19 when Cyberfrog #1 came out, and it got a bad review, and I spurged out over the bad review. I was like, "What? You guys don't?" And I argued with them about their points about the book and everything, and it was just like it really, like, I couldn't not do it. I was compelled to sit there and like spurg out on the. It was for Cyberfrog 96, in 1996. So actually, I was 20 when I spurged out. But yeah, it was it sucked. It's embarrassing. And I would tell these guys, like I would tell Liam and Eric, like you're old enough to be able to control yourself. Ignore or take on board and be gracious with the bad reviews. Eric obviously couldn't. He spurged out big time. Liam's spurg out is close to as big as Eric's. Like Eric's spurg out, it's the same thing. Like, what, you going to tell me? What do you know? You don't know nothing. Like, I don't listen to people like you because what have you ever done? Like that shit. Liam's saying the same stuff.
Nah, this motherfucker ain't telling me what I can and cannot say, and he ain't telling other people what they can and cannot fucking say. I ain't sitting there.
I cried myself to sleep. I was angry.
Let's see his epic takedown of me, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Actually, first, I want to inject a bit of culture to you guys. Here we go. I'm going to give you guys a bit of culture. Here we go. Words to live by, ladies and gentlemen. And grammar, and the grammar's no good on this, guys. The grammar's no good. So if you're worried about grammar, man, the grammar's no good here. The grammar's no good here. I'm sorry. Here we go.
What is this? We're playing Rudyard
If you can
Kipling.
Keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself.
Does Liam have any self-awareness?
Doubt you, but
at
make
all?
allowance for their doubting too.
Vasila says the energy between this and now is very
if you
different.
can wait and not be tired by waiting.
You'll see there, guys. Hold on. The capitalization is wrong here. Completely. You can't enjoy this poem. You can't live your life off it. It's got a capital F there. That's not how the guys.
I mean, it's like really dumb. Like this is about you.
Believe this guy? He published
criticism
books
of you.
and they were written like this.
Liam is self-aware that this is all your fault, Ethan. Tiny baby
I
slow.
won't interrupt. We'll get through it.
Or being lied about. Don't deal in lies. Or being hated. Don't give way to hating. And yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream, and not make dreams your master. If you can think.
He is pretty awful.
Thoughts your aim.
What did I learn?
You can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken.
This is Liam triumphantly posturing over, spurging out over one review that's slightly critical of him. This is him like, yeah, fighting. This is like Liam like behaving like he's Rocky for spurging out over one little review. Why does he act like this? Why? I don't get it, man. Liam, I don't understand. Why are you like this? Oh my god. Liam's never had an editor. His reaction shows it, says Cars in Depth. Smack It Down says if it was darker, I'd think I was watching EJ. Bootstraps brand vodka. Back today on Indiegogo. Back it today on Indiegogo.
Welcome to 5XLFM, where the trash flows.
That doesn't work. I made mistakes when I was writing the script that I totally wrote, says Thorodinson. Splitting the atom, guys. Oh, we're splitting the fucking atom, says Ben Hall. Imagine if he put this energy into his books. Oh shit. Take me to the river.
I really fucking tried.
Oh boy.
I really fucking tried.
Can you republish all your comic reviews? Thanks, Stu Kai. I don't know how I would do that. Ethan, this is all about fanzines. All these and more, says Bacillus. Dingo King seems to be the logical sequel. It's just sitting out there for him to take it. Crikey. Yeah. Alright, let's get back to Liam.
Twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. Or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose, and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word.
He's so smug. Dino King is great. Kipling told me so himself, says Hamilton Barger.
And sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on.
It does look like Edwin Boyette.
If you can
another
talk
era.
with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch.
Yeah, that's you, Liam.
If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
There we go. There we go. How dare he? How dare he?
If you could draw Dr. Doom without tracing someone else's art, says Mike Portica.
Where are we? Let's go. Let's go. Go. Where are we? Boom.
Watching Mike Portica videos. He's
Yeah.
criticizing you.
Yeah. Let's find out where this goes.
Thankfully, this time he didn't take the live stream private after making it, so I'm actually going to have the chance to respond to it point by point where I think a response is necessary. And a response is definitely necessary.
Is all down.
Come on.
Traitors.
Let's go.
Thinking I'm done.
There we go.
Necessary for those portions where I definitely screwed up. So you will be
Holy
hearing
shit.
at times me admit.
Really? All right. Maybe I'm being a little bit too hard. He opens up by saying he fucked up in places. I'm okay. All right. Maybe I'm being a bit too mean here. Maybe I'm being a bit too mean. Maybe I've read this situation wrong.
Yeah, maybe. What does he have to lose, Liam? He's taking the piss out of you. He's like, maybe that piss I shouldn't have taken. Maybe that drop of piss landed wrong. But yeah, it's still me peeing all over Liam. Mostly correct. And Liam's like, thank you for saying that. That one droplet of piss that landed wrong. I'm glad that you can admit your mistakes.
I doubt it. But let's find out. Let me hear this again. Let me hear this again.
Ethan, you should find that Liam versus JDA video where Liam gets so pissed at JDA that he starts sounding like a gobbling turkey. I was dying laughing when I saw that. Lol.
Where I definitely screwed up. So you will
The
be
one where he's
hearing
like,
at
fight
times
me. That one?
admitting my mistakes. Now, before we begin, there are some things I need you to know. For one thing, I will not be quoting Liam from his videos verbatim, word for word, in other words. One reason for this is that quoting Liam verbatim would necessarily require I add all the words, for example.
The tug debate was so good.
Etc. that people normally use.
Right.
While speaking off
Fight me, John De La Rose. Yeah, I understand.
the cuff. Also, it's common for people not to repeat names and events while speaking, so quoting Liam verbatim might cause his meaning to be unclear. For example, Liam might say, when he's doing this thing here, instead of when
Yeah, I can get the tug debate.
In cases where generalizations like these happen, I'm going to use
Righteous Indignant One says, I'm assuming by the crown you're the king of kings. This is right. I'm the king of kings. I am Liam Gray, the king of kings. All bow before me. All fall at my feet in worship and praise. I am.
This is pathetic. A man is humble, a fool proud. So this is Michael Kingswood.
I move hearts of all who. I don't know. I got no big speech. I'm just used to my standard speech where I'm like, hey, I'm Liam Gray, singer of songs. Yeah, I'm not even going to do my. Let's just get on with this. Yes, I am the king of Comicsgate Kings, guys. I am the king of kings, the highest of the high, most noble of all men. You know. No, go back and watch the beginning, man. This is we're just starting, really. We're starting. Muchas gracias. Welcome to the show, F in the chat.
Use whatever words are necessary to make Liam's meaning clear. Next, I will attempt to read Liam's words using his approximate voice and accent. This is not intended as mockery. People who have watched my videos in the past know that I have approximated other creators' voices before, Ethan Van Sciver's voice being the one I have likely imitated the most.
How's that sound?
Okay, then. Let's assume that let's break down the comedy behind this, okay? The comedy of impersonation is often to satire or mock. So even though he has done it for other people, it's not something that you do in respect. There's no respectful or professional manner of impersonating someone's voice unless you are doing, unless you're acting.
Or just having fun.
Is he pretending to be Liam? I know it's a bit pastime of a lot of people, but why would his content essentially have him imitating my voice, except for the purpose of mockery? What the comedy is mockery, right?
Pride goes before the fall. P.S. I am not
where
Chuck
is
Dixon.
the joke otherwise? Where is the parody?
I
I don't mind.
None of you niggas are Chuck
the fact
Dixon.
that he's aware that he's doing it. He knows what he's going to do. So he's putting this here, this little clause here, before he starts, so that he can make fun of my voice and undermine my work, I guess, the same way I guess he's done with Ethan. And notice he's
and
done
look
it
at how
before.
I've reacted.
The first person that comes to mind, Ethan Van Sciver.
It's all about me, Liam.
What's going on in the old?
It turns out that you're not the main character. I am.
One major reason I'm doing this.
That's got to be crazy for Liam to realize that, because Liam is a narcissist with big time main character syndrome. And it must shake him to realize that it's like he really is just kind of a side player, and I am the main character. I don't have narcissistic tendencies at all, but I should, because the world does revolve around me. But Liam is a legitimate narcissist. So what's it like to go, yeah, you're a bit player in my drama? It's really about me. How do you like that? Isn't that weird? Trying to make sense of that. It really is all about me. It's not about you. I'm not a side player. I'm not the villain in your story. You're the spurg disappointment in my story. It is all about me. And you're the guy who's like a spurg and a retard who I've given chance after chance and opportunity to, and you're just a disappointment. And people spend a little time with you and hate you, and then they blame me for bringing you on board and giving you a chance. But I'm so Christ-like in my mercy that it's I gotta keep helping people, guys. It is me. I'm the main character of the story, not you. That must be like hell for a narcissist to realize. That must put them in such cognitive dissonance. Just a tailspin.
This is to make sure you understand when it is not me talking. The other major reason is if I did all these readings in my own voice, you would likely get bored. In my slide where I relate the story so far.
Fair enough. But I think that that you're catering to a specific audience of people that are looking to insult and deride me rather than actually, receive, I don't know, a review about my work. I think that especially that you're appealing to people that are trying to disparage myself and Ethan when you do that. I think you're.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't mind.
I don't think that you're a smart guy, Mike. People won't get
Ethan,
bored.
just get
People
a
won't get bored. I'm not doing a
Japanese-speaking manga
Mike
reader,
voice.
and they'll tell you both the artist and writer Liam ripped off. Oh,
Liam
Sam
took issue with
Davison,
this
thank you.
particular sentence. The young man overhears the children and approaches them, wondering aloud whether they could be monsters. Liam replied, I guess I should have made it a bit clearer. In the original version of the script, I had a sort of glow around Kaiji's head to indicate he's using telepathy to read minds, but I thought, no, I'll keep it subtle. I guess it wasn't obvious enough for Mike, but when Kaiji approaches the children to ask them if they're monsters, he was sort of repeating what they
Ethan,
were
can you
thinking
wear a
about
crown
Ed.
like
Try
Liam?
his
Go get
studies
one
as
from
a
Burger
stagger,
King if you have
trying to
to.
figure out what's going on. For example,
When
he
I
says,
feel
"Are you
like
angry?"
saying the
Because
N-word, I
children are
will.
thinking, we're in danger. Now, my
I don't feel
problem
like
with
saying the
Liam's
N-word
rebuttal is
today.
that he frames it in the sense of subtle versus obvious. I'm casting it in the frame of not there versus there. The scene starts with the child stepping on a branch, alerting Kaiji to the
I
children's
mean, this is
presence.
terrible.
And Kaiji says, this food is mine. Why are you here? Why are you hiding? Are you enemies? Are you monsters? Now, as you can see, there's nothing on this page that would indicate he's saying things that are in the children's mind. It would be entirely appropriate if these were his own thoughts. So how are we supposed to know he's thinking their thoughts?
That's a good
Now imagine
criticism.
At this point in the story, I suppose you're not really meant to. It's not meant to be super obvious. That's why I said, oh, did he hear us? Yeah, that could.
Please go join my subscribe star. Oh yeah, hold on a second. Let me take a minute. Could I get some people to join my subscribe star tonight? I would like to be at 250 subscribe star subs. Right now I'm just at 240, I think. It'd be amazing if I got a couple of subscribe star subs. Follow this link over and join subscribe star. There are bonuses for doing it. There are trading cards. We do have the last set of trading cards for people who join. I think we have like 50 sets of them left. So if you didn't get the last subscribe star trading card set, sign up now, be a $10 backer, and let me know, and we will send you your subscribe star trading cards. Okay, so there you go. I think we have 50 sets of them left. Of just I think it's like 5 or 6 cards. Maybe it's 5 cards. But they're Cyber Frog cards that are exclusive to Subscribe Star. So go join and get your card set. Back to Liam.
On the route of did he hear us? But first, the very first thing that I wanted him to say is, this food is mine, because that is Kaiji. That is him. That is base lizard brain instinct. This food mine, So I wanted
Thank
that
you
as the
for
first
signing
sort
up
of
to my
thing, like
OnlyFans.
territoriality, a sense of danger. But did he hear us? That could have been good on another panel. That could have been good. That definitely could have been something. But I guess I could have phrased that a little bit better, in that way. But I did want it to be a bit mysterious. I did want it to be subtle and mysterious, and you really learn more about it later in the story when it's sort of happening throughout the course.
Oh, look at
they're
Fat
sitting at the dinner
Shane.
table. Like, everything leads up to that sort of first scene where you sort of start to get little bits of answers about what's going on before you're thrown out of whack.
That's funny.
Kaiji had said this instead after the child breaks the branch. Oh no, did he hear us? We'd better hide. He could be an enemy. He might even be a monster. So then we know that it's the children who are thinking these thoughts.
But is this scene better than the scene that happens in the book?
By the way, yeah, it is true. Dino King auction going crazy, says Ozarts.
I mean,
Dino King #1 auction, $51 right now. That's amazing. That's more than it's sold for before by $1.
That it reads as well, though. It doesn't it's not as cool of a scene, but it is kind of cool that he's like, that you have him more obviously sort of like repeating them, but then he hasn't got like staggered sentences. Could he be a monster?
Liam, was it necessary for you to spurg out for like 45 minutes before the review even started? Like, was it necessary? Because as you can see, Mike Partika, like, for all of his bluster, he's sitting there going, yeah, it's a little unclear, like, what's happening here. And then this bit of word balloon or thought balloon should be moved to maybe the next panel. And then you're sitting there grudgingly agreeing with him. So do you feel like a retard for like spurging out and being like, oh, I can do what I want. I have a voice. People who know said that I have a voice and I should be a writer. Mike's usually nitpicky, but this is good criticism. Says pigs don't eat it because they don't know how. does it really, like, you understand that, like, this wasn't something you needed to spurg out about? Just kind of chill. Maybe watch it first. This is why I don't watch Mike Partika videos, because I just want to kind of remain indifferent to them. I don't want to spurg out first or second, and I don't want to hear what Mike has to say. No offense, Mike, but, hell with you. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I'm just kidding. But hell with you.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Hell with you.
Yeah.
You're a good reviewer, Mike.
It doesn't really work. You like parts of it, like he should say this. This food is mine. This is before he sort of really actualizes. This is when he's eating and stuff. You know what I mean?
His opinions are worth the same.
That's why I haven't put eyes in any of the.
Yeah, it's true.
In any of these panels.
Liam has a voice.
Shadow, because he's sort of devoid of personality at this point. He's sort of meant to be a bit of an enigma.
Mike Partika is.
This is too
you
much.
You guys are so funny tonight.
Like, this is too much. Maybe if it was a.
Oh my God. That's true.
Like, yeah, it's too much. I still, sorry, I think that I had it better as a better. I think the scene plays out better as I had it, but
Liam claims to have drawn this
a little bit of improvement where he.
Yeah, do you believe him?
I guess sort of repeating more obviously their thoughts, at least in one maybe. But I'm trying to get it that he's staggering it all together. Like, look at how
he is all down with me.
All right, here we go.
Thinking I'm done.
That's a fake belly.
His mouth's wobbly. He's basically just an animal.
That's what I was telling him. Don't live stream this. I wasn't telling him don't respond to whatever, just not in real time.
I originally had, you can see here that I originally had like thought bubbles and stuff, but I erased them.
Either that or he's mocking what they might be thinking. We never get a clue.
To hell with you,
that he's speaking any thoughts that are in their head. The next point of contention is over the word amnesia, which I said could be the word
to hell with Mike.
Liam responded, "Did you Google amnesia?" Yes, of course I Googled amnesia. And the search engine thought I misspelled it too. I got a whole list of entries for amnesia. And like the search engine, why wouldn't I think you just misspelled the word? You misspelled cabbage, you misspelled period, and don't even get me started on your lack of apostrophe game. By the way, if you're wondering why John
this guy's owning Liam
than you, it's because he doesn't get the small stuff wrong. You could have been.
There will be fixes. If a story is determined as to whether or not there's a comma in a letter, oh my God. Okay, cool. Oh my God.
Increased your score probably by a full point just by not screwing up spelling.
Mike thinks The Godfather sucked. His opinions are garbage. Does he really? Don't tell me that.
Yes, I did. But what if Liam meant use Google specifically? So I went to google.com and I got the same list of results, but I also got an AI overview that said amnesic or amnesian refers to a person experiencing or characterized by amnesia, which is a condition where there is a loss of memory, either total or partial, often caused by brain injury or other factors. Okay, so the word amnesian actually exists. The problem is, it means a person, which means that...
Oh God, how do I say this without giving away a story point? I won't. I'll take the L on this one, but I'm not wrong. Read my books. Wait.
Amnesian is a noun, not an adjective. So to say the amnesian hero is like saying the goof clown. These are not adjectives.
No.
You need to use the adjective forms.
What if it's a name?
As usual, my OCD would not let go. And
it's a name.
Deeper dive into the internet, where of course I found out that the internet.
No, what if it's a name? What if it's a name? Well, that's a good question.
Is a far stranger place than even I had known before, because there is a multiplicity and plurality wiki for people who suffer from multiple personality disorder. And on one of those pages, we have the Amnesian Protector. Amnesian Protector is a headmate role that describes a headmate who fronts to facilitate forgetting bad memories. They may or may not be aware of this role. So amnesian actually can be used as an adjective, right? Well, yeah, if you allow some random guy on Tumblr to rewrite the dictionary for you, like letting the inmates run the asylum. You know that most people do not have an intimacy with multiple personality disorder, right? If you ask most comic book readers and moviegoers, the closest they've ever come to multiple
fan art exhibit, he really hates conceding ground after that rant.
Do you see how close he gets to things and just skims, misses the point? He literally brings up like, okay. Replace the word with head wound. Yeah, that's not quite. There are people who want to push you down, and there are people who want to see you rise higher. Amen. This is what I mean. Mike isn't the best reviewer. He has his moments.
He is great.
At least he looked.
He's the best reviewer.
And he got close. He got so fucking close, but he just didn't quite get there. In
the end, it really didn't matter.
Be split. Most people never had reason to geek out on multiple personality disorder, say the way I geeked out on science back in the day. In 8th grade, I learned that hydrogen had multiple forms. You had normal hydrogen with a proton and an electron, but you also had variants like tritium, where the proton
I would geek out over that too.
Neutrons. I thought that was so interesting that back when I was
Mike is pissing on him, says Last Jado.
I actually
I didn't know that Doctor Who had a role-playing game, and the 4th Doctor is the best Doctor.
Constructed an adventure in which this fact played a major role. It involved energy creatures that ate the extra neutrons off of the hydrogen atoms. Now, when I had my friend run through the game, seeing how he was in the same science class I was, of course, he had no clue because he wasn't the total nerd that I was. He was a normal person in comparison. And that's when I learned a very important truth. Sometimes a fact that is interesting to you is completely irrelevant to normal people.
Story in my life. Now, let's say that the average person looks at Amnesian Hero and thinks Amnesiac Hero. Are they close enough to what I want them to think to be able to follow the flow of the story? Yes. Now let's assume that someone's big brain and really dissects what I'm doing and starts looking at things on multiple layers and starts to figure out.
Wow, that would be a complete waste of
some
time.
of the word choices and etymology that I've used are very intentional and starts to find like, oh, this actually is this. Could this potentially be connected to that? And then they go onto Reddit and they make a thread and they talk with other fans about it and they speculate and create fan theory. Did I just do a good thing? Or is it technically a bad thing because I didn't spell it out? I do things very intentionally in my work. Now, there are some mistakes. I could have put those commas in there. Could have done it for you. This isn't one of them. And you got close. I wouldn't go looking at multiplicity and plurality. Stupid Australian voice. Say what's in my mind. Multiplicity and
plurality.
Stupid accent.
Holy shit!
Fucking Australian voice. Plurality. That's not it. I can't say it because of my stupid voice. I don't like my voice either, Mike.
Oh my god.
But maybe
that was really hard to listen to.
Psychology books about psychological development, child, mental development, human consciousness. Maybe you can find some really interesting stuff there that you're not going to pull up on a
Negatron
Google search. Moving forward.
Negatron would be cool.
For example, the existence of any such thing as an amnesian protector, which, by the way, Kaiji isn't. He's repressed his memories, sure, but that doesn't mean he's an entirely different personality.
Liam drew that.
The same personality with repressed memories. For Kaiji to be an amnesian...
What do you know? What do you know about this story other than what I've told you? You know nothing about this story. You failed to comprehend what it was about on the first reading, and now you're telling us what it's about. You have no clue.
Protector had made, he'd have to exist as a separate persona in addition to his original persona. What we see later in the book is a Kaiji who gets his memories back, not a different person entirely. Liam also didn't like my objection to calling
Liam drew that house. See that establishing shot?
Chapter 2.
Very complicated three-point perspective.
Chapter 2.
Liam drew that.
I got a thing for you, Mike.
Me no king, me Kaji.
What's going on, Mike?
Liam drew that house with a three-point perspective.
Hero. My objection is based in the fact that as a mystery character whom we have just encountered for the first time, who hasn't done anything to make him
Look at him, he's lying out,
says
says
Vasilis.
Vasilis.
And call him a hero yet. Liam said, "You wouldn't be saying don't call your protagonist a hero if Stan Lee wrote Dino #1. This is a superhero book. How many opening narrations of Amazing Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk, or Fantastic Four talk about them being heroes? Well, not the first issues where we're interested."
Well, that's silly. Here we go. Let's go back to how we started the stream. I'll play another little scene for you guys. Here we go.
That's okay. You don't have to.
La da 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 da. This is the difference between someone doing an editorial pass and telling you how to express yourself, because they want to control a certain narrative tone. You know what I mean? You don't control the narrative tone or the voice of my book. As an editor, if we want to talk, we're going to talk professional prose here. You know, you're going to be all super serious, Mike. As an editor, your job is to not drown out my voice and take my voice away.
Your voice is important.
To, you know, essentially make it easier for the readers to follow. Are they experiencing difficulty in following this? I played this at the beginning of the stream. We're going to do it again. I came across this the other day by chance. It's just one example. Here we go.
Why our system hides natural remedies for
Oh, what is this?
This simple trick is transforming lives. It sounds...
Look at that! There's no chance against that kind of firepower. We're getting out of here. Thanks for the ride. Huh? What's the matter with you? You air sick or something? What's he up to? Cut off all circuits to the aft section and to the main airlock. Who knows what he'll do?
Roger.
Hercules is drifting. Nah.
Wow, that's incredible.
With the amazing power of his emerald techno-crystal, which calls upon the universal forces of time and space.
Oh, come on.
Blade is endowed with impenetrable armor, quantum energy weapons, and superhuman powers, transforming him into the warrior superhero known as Techno-Man!
We've got trouble, Dad.
There you go. First appearance of Techno-Man. There you go. First
What
episode
happened
of
to
Techno-Man.
Vickyverse? I don't know what happened to Vickyverse.
Cancel it, guys. Cancel it. Cancel.
Pause just then. Shut up, woman. Let's go. What's the matter with Vickyverse? You tell me. What happened to Liam here? Oh, something happened. He's fixing it now. He must have frozen and then got kicked out. Retired, I guess, says Victor. Well, explain what you mean. You said, I don't know. What, is she gone from Twitter? You say things like, you go, what happened to Vickyverse? I'm like, I don't know. What are you referring to? You're like, I don't know. Vickyverse is still skulking around making boring content, isn't she? Is this news? Vicky is suffering from bald. Taken down? Was she taken down? Here's Comic Muscle says, I can't in good conscience support Partika at Liam's expense. Mike is going to claim editor-in-chief of CJ. I'm okay with that, honestly. I'm okay with Mike Partika. I think he's done some good work there. I think Liam's inability to take criticism turns out was his downfall. Liam would be doing fine if only he would just accept criticism. But he can't. He just, it's weird. He can't seem to accept criticism. Holy shit, Ballers is live? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, let's go. Everybody, what's up? I thought Vicky died, so it goes like cancel on.
Every word's a weapon, every note takes you higher.
Old Drager's got the fire.
I've got the storm.
Viking hip hop queens and kings.
It's white people music.
When the rooms hit the beat, let the story soar.
Brunhilde and Droger.
Yeah, we on the floor.
Hail to my Norse brothers and sisters.
Viking hip hop queens.
Yes.
When the rooms hit the beat, let the story soar.
It's robot music. Yeah. Dance all Wigger Vikings. Hell yeah. It's PTP and Whitney. I love it. I'm singing this all day.
With the beat, as we stand side by side.
Now we're in the zone, truckers on attack.
Every
note's on track. Boom's glowing bright on the mixing board. With the storm coming, ignore it, your own reward. From Oslo to Tokyo, bumping our track. Every bar we drop's a fact. Hard to pass.
Old Drager's got the fire.
I've got the storm.
Viking hip hop queens and kings.
We're in the fall.
In the rooms hit the beat, let the story soar.
Brunhilde and Droger.
Yeah, we on the floor.
Old Drager's got the fire.
I've got the storm.
Viking hip hop queens and kings.
We're in the fall.
In the rooms hit the beat, let the story soar.
Brunhilde and Droger.
Yeah, we own the floor.
Droger out, but the sound don't die.
Yeah.
North wind stay.
Droger out, but the sound don't die.
North wind stay.
Droger out, but the sound don't die.
North wind stay.
Droger out, but the sound don't die.
North wind stay.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murdering scum that run giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green-looking skin. And they run around screaming, "We love Satan! We want to eat babies!" I have them on video.
The new Heart Archive.
Hillary is into creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weirdo woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur.
All right, guys. We're calling it good night. The Ballers are on. And I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. So much. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being with me. I had fun. I hope you did too.
Chanting that they demand whites pay them reparations. I know what's causing the white flight. We should pay to send the blacks on a permanent vacation. Don't stop any place along the way. We gotta take them straight back to the land that they all came from. Then this will be a better place. Everything will be fucking awesome. Gonna take a lot to drag them away.
terrible.
In every ship we have and load them in with a strong wind pen.
Yeah, this is different.
We'll send the blacks back to Africa. We're gonna take some time to take them back to their own land.
I can't take it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being with me. I'll see you guys again tomorrow night. Thank you so much. See you later.
I know that we must do what's right. Take them back to their home with the gorillas and the monkeys. It's gonna take a lot to drag them away from here. In every ship we have and load them in with a strong whip hand. We'll send the blacks back to Africa. 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 It's about time to take them back to their own land.